All right, let's try to not take over 3 hours on this one for real this time.
Yeah, because I still gotta eat dinner. It's already 5:20.
Yeah. All right, I mean, this one should be easy. We play a lot of these classes, so surely it shouldn't be a problem, I think. All right. You know what? Let's just start right away, okay?
Discord
Night
overlay.
Lord. Oh yeah, Discord overlay.
Wait. Also, I feel like next time we should try to do these before the next KMS balance patch comes out, so people don't ask questions in the chat.
Okay, sure. We don't even know if we're getting that patch.
Please let us get that patch. I need supports to be dead.
So I need supports to be dead. All right. For those who don't know what's going on, we are going to be analyzing all the thieves. We did all the other ones. If you missed out on all that, it's all on my YouTube channel. Check the other ones out. Shout out to Lynn. And now we're gonna be talking about thieves last and probably least too, because fuck these classes. These last resort having classes. But anyways, let's start with Night Lord. One of the most annoying classes in the entire game by far. Nobody likes Night Lords, and that's just a fact. Phil mains Night Lord.
Nope.
Said no.
He mains throw blasting actually.
Yeah, he mains throw blasting. Okay, I mean Night Lord 200 to 260 is pretty good, to be honest with you. Like when you really think about it, Night Lord 200 to 260 is really good. Like it's very simple to play. The mobs are very squishy, so your marks actually do something, right? Like in these low level zones. I mean, the only thing that I would take away from it, I guess, is the early game bossing. I think that Night Lord early game bossing is really fucking bad. Like, having to wait for burst to do almost like anything does not feel good. But that's just the story of this class, though. You're waiting for burst to do anything.
Yeah. I mean, 200 to 260, the loading experience is definitely fine. Like the mobs are squishy, as you say. It's pretty. I don't think it's like too hard to. I think at worst, maybe you 3-shot with your marks.
That's not possible anymore. After the reboot HP change was like removed, that's just like true as fuck to 2-shot.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about like, you know, someone that just like hyperburn or something, or is like on a fresh account, they don't have link skills like fully like min-maxed out just yet. Like at worst, they're probably like 3-shotting with their marks, right? Like they're probably still like on Fafnir gear. They don't even have like an Absol Claw yet, maybe.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is like it takes like very little to 2-shot and even 1-shot nowadays, with the mob HP being aligned with
Interactive, yeah.
But
Yeah, it's really easy to train.
The bossing definitely is like the worst aspect when you're this early into the game, because like duration of spread throw is dependent on what level you have it at. Like Shadow Walker's duration and cooldown is also dependent, I think, on level. I think doesn't like throw blasting's cooldown go down too, or did they make that?
No.
It's just salt. It's just this. Okay.
It's just damage.
No, throw blasting is just yeah. Doesn't matter. Spread, yeah, you're right. Actually, spread being low level node, like that shit. Like you're just not unlocked. A big thing about Night Lord is like you need to get pretty high level, lib, get a roar. Like then you're like really good. But early on, it's just not as ideal.
They also changed the damage format on marks now, right? It's not like is it still dependent on what level you are, or did he?
No, that got changed already.
Okay, that's nice. It's like it was like a slight nerf for like super high end Night Lords, but like for everyone else.
Above. It was a nerf for 295 above.
Oh yeah, so nobody. Okay. Okay, all good.
That's funny.
Yeah, no one was at that point yet. So.
I don't know. I think this is like a solid like 7. I feel like.
I'm okay with 7. Yeah, I guess the main
Sure.
thing is just the bossing. Like you.
Yeah, it's hard to go higher because it is like pretty hit noted Lore Alliance.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like it's not like Marksman, right? Where like I don't think any of it is like there's no like it was a Marksman's notes where it's like it was just damage percent, but the duration and cooldown was like static, right? Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. Like if they changed that for Night Lords, it would help a lot.
The flip side to that is though, this is, I mean, both good and bad thing. A lot of times when you play this class at lower level, like chances are you're not learning the boss.
That's true.
You like it. You have no like. There's 0 cost to do a burst.
Mm-hmm.
And anyone can burst on this class. So chances are you're not learning the boss. At this level, at lower level bosses, you're basically just not learning the boss.
Okay, let's talk about 260 plus. Well, 260 plus things get better. Your nodes get higher level. Training pretty much stays the same. It's really not hard to train a Night Lord at all, especially because you get Janus as well. You have Dark Flare. It's like a 100% summon. You have Shadow Partner, which is really good with Janus in particular. So like, I'm okay with giving it an 8 just because like the one thing that was bad was bossing and now it got better. That's it.
I think the bossing gets better for the reason that you have more nodes at this point now. Like
Yeah.
the
Also
awkward
party
duration
boss more.
Yeah, the awkward duration and cooldown of like Spread Throw and Shadow Walker is not as apparent. But playing Night Lord with no Genesis still is pretty awful experience unless you like get a curring early.
Otherwise, the class is just complete dog shit and unplayable.
Yeah, playing Night Lord without Genesis or Cur, like either or, it just feels really, really, really bad.
Oh, I said Roar. Genesis and Roar.
Oh, Roar. Nah, I think. Yeah, that's true. I guess it's definitely really Roar dependent. But I mentioned like the iframe because like you don't. For some bosses, when it's unbound, you haven't finished using all your you're not done using all your throw blasting charges yet. So you need like the iframe to help you get like another 2 or 3 seconds of spread throw in to get all the stacks off.
Yeah.
Like I got a Cur ring on my Night Lord and like it's a world of difference experience. Having it and not having it. Like for some bosses you obviously don't need it, but for something like Dark Knell, it's super nice to have.
Yeah, for sure.
As for rating, I think 8 just makes sense. Yeah, like it definitely gets the experience gets better, but it doesn't get so much better to put it above 8. Just because like you're not liberated yet. You're really reliant on Ozring, like specifically Roar. Genesis goes a long way, but you can just substitute with Curring at the meantime.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I think 8 is better, because 9's just too much, but it does get better than 260, so I think 8.
What do you think, Phil? You good with 8?
Yeah.
All right, party bossing. Well, right off the bat, I would say 9. Just because in terms of party bossing, like it's just really, really solid slot for DPS. It also has like underappreciated support, I feel. IED reduction, slow, touch cancel for certain bosses. And it just fits perfect in the FD stacking meta that's happening right now. Because Night Lord has this like super hyper condensed like 12 to 15 seconds of damage, like it fits perfectly in Bishop's weapon jump in a party burst, so like it's just ideal. I would give it a 9 for sure.
I was debating 8 or 9 because the class is just not good in the current endgame bosses.
I think I'm leaning towards 8 rather than 9.
Same.
As Phil said, like it's
Extreme Callous and Hard Calling, this class is not good.
Yeah, people really have to play around you and calling. Like you're gonna have to be stepping in like deep into Wolf or Tiger to burst because you're like Giga Melee, which means a Benediction has to come in with you as well. and then everyone else, like, hopefully they're not like melee gated too, right? Like, imagine if you have like a DB and Night Lord in the same party and H calling, it's just so fucked.
What do you think is better in a party, Merc or NL?
Merc.
Mm-hmm.
Easily.
Okay. What do you think is
Like,
better in a party, NL or what's another 3-minute burst class? I don't know.
I mean, there's Kane, there's Xenon, there's
Yeah, but I
There's
think
Dark-
those are better than NL though.
Yeah, those are.
Ilium.
Low-key Ilium's better too, bro.
Alien's better. Loki.
But yeah, I'm leaning towards H just because like when it comes to like the more like super endgame bosses, it's like Night Lord does
Mhm.
kind of fall off, but just because it's like super, just because like it's just hyper specific things, like oh like Night Lord, you're super giga melee, like
Like
Yeah.
last meta, like the old meta where like when we have the Saren meta or when we have the Steakhouse meta, then yeah, Night Lord is a 9. But now, nah.
yeah, because X calls you're double bursting every segment, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
you really gotta be playing well, and your teammates have to be
Not
calming
die.
well too. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. That's fair. Yeah. Okay, I'm okay with 8. Solo bossing. Well, honestly, I hate solo bossing on this class. There's good and bad things about it. I hate how playing it, like, I just hate how the off burst feels. It just feels so not rewarding.
It's
But
a lot better now than before.
it did get better, yeah, but I still don't like how it feels, but that's just preference, I guess. But in terms of like solo bossing performance, like it's fine. Like a lot of bosses Night Lord can clear pretty early. Like it's just on a small scale, like H Lucid for example, right? Like just because you have a big burst, it allows you to like clear certain bosses pretty quickly. Or like earlier. Same with like Slime or like Gloom or like dude like Will for P3 at least if you get past P1. Just because like of poison in P3 it makes you clear P3 way faster. Because it's all in your burst. So I think it's pretty good, but I think the downsides, like because it has no DPS, it makes certain bosses that you have to like hit them a lot. And you have low survivability, it makes it way harder. Like Dark Knell, for example, on Night Lord. Or it's not a boss you have to DPS a lot. Black Mage, I guess. It's pretty tough on Night Lord. So I'd say maybe like 6, 7 on solo bossing.
6 is too low. I think 7's fair.
yeah,
Mhm.
I wouldn't give it an 8, and I think 6 is too low, so 7 makes sense.
Okay.
Because if we just talk about like the most current endgame, which is solo boss, which is X Lotus. Has anyone soloed normal Khali yet?
As a Night Lord, no, I don't think so.
No, as anything.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, people
Like
have solo
Whale
normal
Shabazz.
Khali.
Classes or just
Yeah.
that one person?
no, Shapaz and Mathwhale.
Okay, so okay, 2 people is not a lot. I need a bigger sample set. But anyways, yeah, I think this class is just not good in X Lotus. Any boss that you basically are min damage clearing, this class is not good at because the raw damage output is on the lower end compared to on the grand scheme of things.
Mm-hmm.
And like you also don't have a lot of tools to upkeep your damage. So overall it's just yeah, 7 is fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay, learning curve on Night Lord. I mean, what is the learning curve? Set up your keybinds. That's it. This is like as cookie.
I rolled a
it's-
1, so
Bro, this is
This is-
as
this
cookie
is-
cutter as you can get.
this is I mean, here on Night Lord 2 that's the here on Night
Show
Lord,
down
Night
dash
Lord are
check.
basically the rice in the like okay, water in all drinks. It's the most default shit.
Yeah, they're right.
Like you log on to this game, like anyone can play those 2 classes. This is the most default ass shit.
Mm-hmm. Nah, I don't think like learning how to use the third flash jump is that hard or anything. Like, bro, like this shit is
Bro,
so
that's
easy.
Dude,
Literally
that's
just
why
press
you know
it.
the class is way too simple. And people are
That's-
like scrambling around to find something, and then they come up with like the third flash jump.
Yeah. Straight up. This is like as
Ye-
simple as it gets. You
Yeah,
literally
it's
have
a-
like a dedicated mobbing and bossing skill too. It's like designed to be easy. It's like this one's the mobbing, this one's the bossing, and you just press them.
Yeah, one makes sense.
And then 2 of your V skills are just like buffs. Like you just press them and it makes quad stars stronger, basically. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 1, bro. Fuck this shit. Alright, Origin. I think this is the worst one in the whole game. Like how it looks. I think it's the ugliest one in the whole game.
There's
Yeah.
one other one that's like that looks more PvT-ish that I hated more, but yeah, this is one of the bottom ones for sure.
Rate the after effect. I hate that shit too. Fuck.
Okay,
That's worse.
can't
It's like the
even-
worst part.
I can't even see Black Mage P4 FMA. Like anytime after I burst, you know, after I origin burst, you are guaranteed to experience 1 FMA after your origin burst because this origin lasts 60 seconds and then the FMA is every 30 seconds. So I burst right after FMA, and then in the middle I definitely have to go through another FMA with my origin on, right? It's basically 50-50% chance of whether I die or not.
Yep. Can't see shit. This is the worst
Yeah.
Origin.
It's pretty bad. Functionality wise, though, it's pretty decent.
Oh yeah. I like the
It's
Origin.
way-
how it
it's
works.
by far the fastest one in the game. I think there's only a couple that's like 3 seconds long, and this is one of them.
Yeah, it's nice, fast. It's so good for training. But it's ugly as hell. So
Oh, I never press down. And oh, I do press it for training when I go to the bathroom. I just press it. I just go to the bathroom.
Caught.
caught. All right, let's talk about Shadowware. Okay, 200 to 260 on Shadowware. I mean, it's really good. I can't really think of anything
Everything
bad
Nigel
about
has
it.
is better.
Yeah, like it's really good. Like I really can't think of anything bad on 200 to 260 on Shad. Very easy training. Very easy bossing. Like even if you don't know how to necessarily like weave properly, like you still have like some good short cooldown like skills that could like make you progress pretty easily.
Bro,
So,
pro tip. If you don't know how to trick blade, just always use trick blade with Sonic Blow. Just line up the cooldown and just use it that way. Pro tip.
then you trick blade like 3 times less often.
No. Just trick blade out of the Sonic Blow. Keep Sonic Blow
Yeah,
Sonic
but
Blow
what
so like
about-
around 50-second cooldown.
Oh, that's pretty funny. Never do a full Sonic Blow. Just
Yep,
always Sonic
this is-
Blow,
this
then
is-
Trick
this is a
Blade.
pro
Sonic
tip.
Blow, Trick Blade.
Otherwise, if I see people's whenever I watch people's video, if I see your trick blade being off cooldown for more than 3 seconds, I get pissed.
True. Why are you running cooldown hat?
True. Gustav's pretty low damage. Nah, that doesn't matter. Like, you'll be fine. That legit doesn't even matter.
Yeah, I think this is just what do we put Night Lord at? We put it at 7?
I think this is
Yeah.
an 8
Yeah,
or
this
9.
is the easy 8.
I mean, I'm willing to give it a 9. Like, I don't. What's bad about it? What makes it not? Only thing I can think of is like maybe you don't like pressing Meso Explosion, spamming it while training. That's it.
That's irrelevant in my opinion. I think it's fine.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I think it's a 9.
Actually, I'm down to put it as 9 as well.
Okay. I'm leaning towards 8, but if you guys are both at 9, then it's a 9.
260 plus. I mean, you don't even have an origin, so why would you play this shit?
That's funny.
Kidding.
Okay, Toby.
Supernova. Well, I mean, relative to all the other classes, I mean, I think it's still good, even 260 plus. Like, I think Pulverize is insane. Like, it's just a crazy skill. It's one of the very few classes that their mastery, like, changes the way their fucking skill works.
Both of the masters are fucking insane.
Yeah, like Pulverize and Missile Explosion Mastery are so good. So you just get so much stronger in terms of DPS
Missile
from...
Explosion Master is like 150% FD.
Yeah. It's actually insane. So that's like really, really good. The only downside I would say for 260 plus is your Origin doesn't do that much damage relative to every other class's Origin. So like it's going to feel a little bad. But the damage is still fine overall though. It's just in terms of like Origin burst damage, it's just not as impactful as like other classes, but overall the damage is still fine. So like for me, I give it an 8. Training on this class is perfectly fine too. 260 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think 8 makes sense. I mean, I would be willing to even say like 9, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Just because like you get so much stronger with level 1 mastery for first and second mastery.
Yeah,
you actually just get so much stronger.
You don't even have to do Assaulter level up either. Like you save.
Oh, that's a very good point. Well, I think level 1 is still very good.
Yeah,
level one,
but
you get
it's
5
just level
stacks,
1.
right?
That's it. So
Yeah.
like the frag efficiency on this thing is really high too. Yeah, I'm okay with giving it a 9 as well, actually. It's
Yeah,
just like
'cause, like,
really good overall. I like
just-
everything.
You're just shredding bosses at this level too. Like you have so many good options too.
Yep.
Even if
Yeah.
you don't use them well. Like you can if you're really, really scared, like you could always just hold on to your trick blade and use it as an iframe, right?
Don't
Yeah.
do that, by the way. But you can. But don't do that.
Like you have like really, really high uptime on dark side too. Even if like it doesn't really
highest.
matter that much. Like Dark Nail doesn't really matter anymore, Lotus doesn't really matter anymore, but like
Yo, what if? Okay, never mind.
okay.
Yeah, you know what's also nice about the class is Perm Super Stance.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. Just very nice to play.
Also, with the removal of like the larger FD supports, the smaller supports is becoming more and more relevant.
Yeah,
So
I
you
agree.
wanna play
Like
Vulcan.
Smoke Buff got stronger. Again. Bro, it really is Grey Benny now.
But let's not talk about that right now. That's spoiler.
Yeah, that's spoilers.
That's for the next episode.
Okay.
I'm okay with
Okay, I'm
giving
down
it
to
a
put
9.
at 9 because at this point you're gonna start partying with people and smoke is great.
Yeah. They're just gonna make fun of you though. Because like they only look at origin damage, but like your overall damage is fine though. Like if you're on the boss hitting
Nah,
it
they
the
just-
entire time. So
If they laugh at you, that means that they watch too much Twitch and read too much Reddit. That's what it is.
oh shit. That's crazy.
That's a crazy
That's
call out.
crazy.
Guys, it's okay to watch my stream though. Watch my stream all day, please. All right, let's continue. Party bossing. I mean, it's fine in party bossing too, like straight up. So, you made me think Shad is ass.
I feel like okay. This is what I think. If it didn't have whatever you think the personal score it will get in the party category, like smoke is just +1 on that. To be honest.
Yeah, smoke adds +1 to party. Yeah, I agree. So like, for me, like, okay, let's talk about what's the worst case for Shad bossing, right? The worst case is if you're doing a boss that is like strictly only burst, right? And it's like, what are examples of that? There's not that many.
I don't think that exists anymore.
That's what I'm saying. So like,
Even
In
Extreme
general-
Powers, you're still wait. Yeah.
yeah. So like, in general though, like, chip damage matters a lot. Like that's just a fact. And the DPS on this class is good, right? And the 3-minute burst
Yeah.
isn't even that bad either. So like, the off origin burst isn't even that bad. So it's like, even in terms of worst case scenario, Shad isn't even that bad. So like,
I think worst case scenario.
in
it's
every
like a
other
7.
scenario, it's good too. Yeah. So like, I'm willing to give it like a 7 or an 8.
Same.
because of smoke. But it does have smoke, you know. So it's like, who cares?
I think it's like a 7. I'm leaning towards 7 because like while it does,
with that.
because like you guys are talking about the value of smoke with it being in mind of the future patch where benediction, FD stacking gets tweaked
Nah,
a lot.
even besides that.
No,
besides
even
that,
right
because
now,
it's
like smoke is still very strong.
Yeah,
Like
it's
in
still really
Khali,
good.
like in H Khali, that skill is really strong. And also like this class is just. I think this class is just solid in H Khali. I wouldn't call it like super good. I think it's solid.
Depends.
Yeah.
Because if you're doing cheese strat, it's like half your assassinates are not hitting.
Okay, I mean,
Also, your meso
Ah, you're
explosion
holding.
targets
You're
high.
holding.
Your meso targets highest HP, which will fly towards calling, does it not?
That's
I
why
mean,
you're holding.
You're holding anyway, still.
You make the shad hold.
Okay. Yeah, I guess if you're holding, it's fine.
I mean, you are. I mean, yeah.
Bro,
I
you
think the
literally
fact that
are
you're
holding though. There's no way you're not. If you're not holding, like you're not doing any damage either. You're not reaching. You have to hold.
I mean,
What's
I
your what's the party
You have a
like
good,
comp?
this class have very good tools to hold Calling. It should hold Calling too.
I don't disagree. But yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Essentially,
so-
if you're not holding, you're trolling.
yes. You should
That's what I
hold.
think.
Like, if you're the
you
shadow
do-
in the party, you should hold.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
100%.
Wait, so is the Shad like unironically like walking over to smoke for Tiger? then?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
okay.
That's what our shad does. Yes.
Okay.
During burst, they go drop smoke and then come back, like straight up. Yes.
That's great. That's
Actually
great
so
domain,
fun.
dude.
Yeah. Like straight up.
It's great domain at that point.
Yeah. It's free. Bro, Taco's saying it's so easy, but like, I swear to God, culling is never held properly though. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know what's happening, but like, that shit is always like, fucking scrolling us and shit. I'm trolling
like,
for content, everyone. Okay, I appreciate it.
I forgot to talk about the there's three endgame bosses right now. I forgot there's 3 endgame party bosses right now. I forgot to talk about Extreme Saren. This class is also good to party in party Extreme Saren.
Oh yeah, it's so good in Saren. I mean, yeah. Any boss that you could hit it the whole time, it's so good. It's like so very simply put.
Yeah, but what's with Nexon making all these bosses untargetable during like some kind of FMA bullshit, dude?
Yeah, you can't trick play during the, the test.
Yeah.
FMA Kalos, FMA Saren.
Bro, because they want you to play the mechanic. They don't want you to just iframe through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though you can iframe through it.
That's a good call. But the thing is though, like most people still just iframe through it.
Yeah, you could still iframe through it regardless, though. So
There's not many classes that have iframe that depends on the. Wait, actually, yeah. Wait.
Blaster.
Oh, true. There's also Blaster.
wait, yeah. Unless you use your burst, right? The burst one is an iframe, but you wouldn't use that.
There's one other one that you have to grab the mob, right?
Yeah, that's the blaster iframe. You have to grab something.
like
It's like they're bind.
Yeah, the idea is that you hold the monster's head.
Wait, no, but you have hyper magnum punch. That shit iframes you. You don't need to target anything.
Yeah, but like
That's
you're
the
using that
burst
for burst.
No, you're not. Hyper magnum punch isn't for burst. That's just an iframe. That's what Heat Boy told me. Bro, I think I know a thing or two about Blaster, bro.
Okay, good.
This guy's got such a big head now. Whatever. Anyways, solo bossing. Like it's like 8 or 9, right?
Oh, I think
Yeah.
the solo bossing on Shadow is super, super good. It has everything you need for good solo bossing.
Yeah.
Consistent damage, good burst, or at least good enough burst, depending on what you're comparing it to. So good survivability. Like, it's just got everything for solo bossing, to be honest with you. I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't
I
give
mean-
it a 10 just because its origin isn't that strong, but if its origin was stronger, I would give it a 10.
No,
It's as simple as that.
Like they just didn't like the fact that the origin was like. I mean, Nexon thought the origin was a bit too strong, so they basically cut the damage and spread it out into Metal Explosion.
Yeah. Exactly.
Remember that?
Yeah. I do.
They basically shaped off its burst and just moved it to its DPM because that's how they want a class to be played, which is
Mhm.
you know, I mean, a good thing in the future.
Yeah, no, I think it's fine. I legit think
And in
it's
solo
fine.
bossing, in solo bossing, it doesn't matter because like you're just doing the damage, doing your own thing, and Shadow has all the tools in the world to upkeep the damage. So
Mm-hmm.
your overall damage is all that matters, and I think that part is good.
Yeah. It has a lot in the kit. It's really, really good. I say 9.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with 9.
Yeah, any thoughts on why it wouldn't be a 10?
I mean, I think it would be a 10 if it was really good at Extreme Lotus.
Okay, that's fair.
I think it would be 10 if the damage is slightly higher. It's still not like the best in like the like top like DPM.
Mhm. Okay, fair enough.
It's like they basically trended this class was like just broken in every aspect. At Six
Mhm.
Shop, a couple patch into Six Shop, basically like this class is trending towards Phantom, where like the damage uptime is like insane, but the raw damage is like kind of underwhelming, but not quite Phantom's degree. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Trending Phantom. All right, learning curve. Honestly, I feel like you're probably gonna watch a guide on this class.
Yeah, you're watching a guy on.
So that's by default at least 5.
It's also it's a couple of things, right? Like one is weaving, one is
Weaving,
like
maintaining
connecting
dark
your-
sight, trick blades,
yeah,
pulverize.
all your movement options. That's another thing, and also like how to connect trick blade. That's another thing. Also, just like how to use your cooldowns on this class. That's a big lesson on this class.
You guys remember the old Trick Blade?
Yeah.
Which one?
It was a parry.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
shit was ass.
True.
Holy.
Remember boomerang stab?
I remember Boomerang Step.
Oh, step, not stab.
No,
Oh,
it
you're
had
such a
like,
nerd for that.
no, it had different translations. It was weird. Like at some point it was Step, and then they got changed to Stab. Like
Oh,
randomly.
I see. That's why.
Yeah.
Blade Storm.
Yeah. Now, it's, yeah, it was Blade Tempest. Now it's Blade Storm. Like huh?
Blade Storm.
I think learning curve is like 5 to 6 though.
I say 6. I say 6.
Okay.
For me, it's like I feel like for someone who just like didn't know what to do on this class, like it's like okay for Night Lord, right? You guys think it's 1
Yeah.
because like you the moment you log on to like you create this character, you kind of just like you push the button once and you already know what it does, right? I feel like the same
Yeah.
can be said about Shadower. It's just that it's a little bit more, just a tiny bit more complex, like linking your
I mean,
trick blade.
That
Right.
all depends on like if you just press your button, how much you're getting out of the class. If you're just pressing a button, you're basically not getting shit from this class. Right? Like the class will be playable, but your damage is gonna be just gonna be ass. So at that point, is it really playable?
I mean, because this is just, we're talking about like learning curve, like just learning what the how to not learning how to master the class, but like I think just like even if you're like fucking up your trick blade, it's like I can see both sides of it being 5 or 6, or also just like making it a 2 as well. Because like
Nah,
if
nah,
you
nah, nah.
like
I don't want to give off an impression that like you just log on to the class and you know exactly what you're doing.
True.
like the way I see it is like, okay, you put someone who doesn't have any Night Lord experience and then you put them on it, and then you make them watch a video afterwards and how much better they improve at the class. And you do the same thing for Shadower. Like obviously the Shadower player will know a lot more now and have a much better experience after watching the video.
Yeah. Sticky keys. Okay.
Okay.
Yo, how many people do you think like learn about what Sticky he does on a computer after playing this class?
I think everybody found out about sticky keys just on accident. As a child,
Oh,
when that shit just pops up.
true.
Yeah, my
But
fucking
I think-
computer
I
just
think
started
we-
tweaking out.
Yeah, it makes like the worst noise imaginable.
Fucking
Like,
makes
it makes-
hospital sounds, dude.
But it's just, yeah, it makes like the most annoying sound you could ever think of. Like, I can't even replicate
true,
it, bro.
True.
Alright, what do we think of the origin? I think it's one of the coolest ones.
It's one of the best ones. I like
Yeah.
the ink styled calligraphy. I also that word, that phrase.
Oh, it's
that's
moving
actual-
like with the ink like a shadow.
that phrase is also like a traditional Asian phrase. It basically
What
means
does it
that,
say?
like, I mean, it's usually like used to just describe like your relationship with someone. Like you're like done for. Like you guys are done for.
Yo, chills!
It means you're cutting the ties between you guys, something like that.
You guys are done for! Yo, chills!
Okay.
I think what's funny about the Shadow origin is that the very first iteration of it, the guy in the cutscene had 2 blades.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
that's funny.
I thought it still had 2. I
No,
didn't know
no,
they changed it.
they changed it. They changed it. It has 1 blade
okay,
now.
okay.
But the very first iteration of it had 2 blades, and I thought the shit was funny as fuck.
You guys are done
Yeah, that's the
for.
version I remember.
Is that in Chinese?
Yeah,
What does it say? Do you say that?
that's literally what I just said.
Yeah, but what is this? How does this sound in Chinese?
Now I don't want to butcher it.
Oh my god, bro. This guy's embarrassed.
Yo, I
Also,
don't know
the
what it
particle
is.
effect is one of the best too.
Dude, that's
Nope.
do, bro. I want to get a shout to 260s just to say you guys are done for now. You guys are done for.
For some reason, whenever I'm spectating a Shadower live on Twitch, and they do their origin, how come I never see them pop SSF and then origin? Is there like a reason for that, or is it just
Shads don't know what
Mistake.
the fuck they're doing in their ass. That's why.
I feel like it just doesn't matter because that doesn't take up. It doesn't like SSF doesn't take up like animation slots anyways. And you're bound to get it off like in your Well, actually, that doesn't make sense because you still need it in your fatal. Okay, they're just ass.
I mean, I didn't say I saw them do that in Culver, but like I'm saying like an actual real boss.
Who'd
like,
you see? Which stream?
Oh, I can't be saying that, dude. I can't.
Okay, who's a
Oh,
Shadow
name-
Remain does streams, bro?
Well, they don't have to be a Shadow Remain.
Name the names.
Okay, who has
like-
a 260 plus Shadow that with Origin Unlocked that streams?
Like, okay, it probably doesn't matter that much, but I'm talking about
Apple.
like why would you not why would you not SSF before Origin anyways? Like, because then if in a scenario where it does matter, it would matter if you needed the extra SSF, like you're doing like a fucking 11 burst cycle.
11
all those
burst
times-
cycle.
All those
That's
times
true.
you did SSF before Origin, like
That's
all those
true.
times, it adds up, and you missed out on SSF.
Yo, is Taco? Yo, that's crazy.
Anyways,
Nah, not a dual blade telling a superior Shadower how to play, bro. That's crazy. All right, let's move on to DB. Move on to DB. All right, so DB 200 260. Honestly, this class is just too clunky. Honestly, this class is just too clunky, bro. Like, you have no cooldown hat. It's clunky. You have no buff duration for final cut. You can't even maintain that shit. Like, I'm willing to give this thing like a 3, bro.
that's not
Whoa.
true.
Whoa. Why are you piping up, bro?
You can maintain Final Cut without buff duration.
This shit is clunky as fuck, bro. You don't even have an up jump.
I'm gonna need you to calm down
Yo.
before you get ganked again, dude.
That reminded me. I still find it funny that they actually added up jump for that class.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
why they did that,
but you can't assault her after, or only once or something, right?
I don't know,
Okay.
because
I
like
see.
people be saying shit and I just don't trust them. So
Whatever. It doesn't even matter, bro. You'll find out when you get it.
exactly.
All right, realistically though, okay, 200 to 260 on DB. You have the perks of being really easy to one-shot with, but in general, things are really easy to one-shot. You probably don't have a really good cooldown hat, but even just getting -2 helps a lot, which is pretty achievable, even this low into the game. Like, to be honest, all you have to do to get your hat to legendary, and like 1 pack of cubes, you probably rolled -2 or something. So it's not that hard to get. And DB just clears through the early game bosses, like, really, really, really easily. And because you have really good crit rate and really good IED in the early game bosses in particular, because it's really easy to proc your shadow meld, and the early game bosses don't require so much IED, like, you can start clearing shit really, really easily and really, really nicely. Final cut, because you don't have a lot of buff duration, you're probably using it close to off cooldown, so it's not like a super reliable iframe, but you still have Chains of Hell, which is a very, very low cooldown iframe that you can use, which is very nice. I mean, you have a little bit of lifesteal to help you heal. Yeah, it's really, really good at these lower tier bosses. And then the training, honestly, I think the training is probably a weaker side to DB early game, but I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. Like, I'd give it like a 7, basically. 200 to 260.
Basically, for 200 to 260, like, assuming you have -2 hat the entire time, or like even if you don't have -2, like it doesn't really change that much, is that you have to use your brain a little bit, which is crazy.
That's too much work.
Essentially, you're going to use Blades of Destiny for 1 respawn, and for the next respawn, you're not going to have it up again, right? So for that next respawn, you're going to have to use Blade Tornado, okay? And like a combination of Haunted Edge again. And so for on the 3rd respawn, that's when you have Blades of Destiny again. So like you have to alternate between the skills at that level range.
Yeah.
But once you get like past that, and you have like -4 hat with a cape, or if you have Soul Janus, it just becomes a lot more brain dead on how to level up on Dual Blade. Like the moment we get level 1 Janus, like Dusk and Fountain and Bod, like even if you're rotating Bod and Blade Tornado every other wave, like it just becomes so much more easier to train. But until then, you do actually have to like be a little bit more methodical about your cooldowns, because it is a cooldown based class when it comes to mobbing.
Yeah. What do you think of 7?
I think it's a 7, probably because the mobbing experience is kind of bad. It's like obviously not the worst mobbing, but it compared to like when you get to that like Omega level, like -5 cooldown farming, it does feel pretty bad.
Yeah.
But the bossing is like really good though.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Okay. All right, 260 plus. I mean, everything just gets better.
Yes.
Like everything we talked about. Training obviously gets way better. You might not actually have a -4 hat at this point, but
it doesn't matter.
You are getting closer, right, to -4. But you're right. At the end of the day, you have Janus, so it's like things just get way easier to train anyways. Another really, really good thing about DB is because you're mobbing with like your bossing skills. They do a lot of damage, and it's really easy to one-shot with DB. So you'll find yourself training within level range pretty easily, one-shotting pretty easily. You don't have that much trouble. Even something as small as like filling up your 6-drop stones quicker because you're one-shotting easier, like that stuff just feels really nice. The origin is really good on DB as well. And then all your bossing becomes a lot better as well, just because you're a lot more familiar with the class and all that. Basically, just everything just gets better. Like, simple. You probably have a little bit more buff duration just because you have more Legion at this point, which means you don't have to exclusive use Final Cut like pretty much off cooldown to maintain it. So you have like another iframe available to you. So the class definitely feels a lot more complete at this point. So, I mean, I'd probably say 8, maybe 9, 8 or 9.
I think
it's
it's
frag efficient too.
to discern. No, it's not. What?
What do you mean? You don't need Haunted Edge.
That's node, not fragment.
I said fragment.
Oh. No, DB is not node efficient, dude.
I said fragment. Fragment. I'm saying it's
Or
fragment efficient.
Yeah, yes, it's not.
Wait, why not?
Even if you take a Haunted Edge out of the picture, you need a lot of fragments on Dual Blade.
It was, but how come we said Shad was frag efficient then?
Because you can't compare Shadow Assault and Haunted Edge. You telling me Shadow Assault is 5% of your BA?
No.
Is
All
Haunted
he's
Edge
saying is that you
5%?
have one skill that's like less relevant than the other one.
That's all. Well, all I'm trying to say is like
No,
you
he's
would.
saying, like frag efficient compared to like classes that needs every single skill max.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like for example, Blaster needs all 4 skills, right? They're all really important. Whereas DB, you could get away with like leaving Haunted Edge at 1 for a while, right? Or am I wrong?
When I think of frag efficiency, I'm thinking like, oh, you put 6,000 fragments on one class and you put another 6,000 fragments on another class. Are they equal in terms of how much damage they gained? Right? Like for DB, like
So
you have
DB,
a bunch of skills.
I see. Okay.
Like even if you compare DB to like Hero, right? Hero, you just have Raging Blow, Rising Rage. You're freaking
I don't think you need Rising Rage that early.
instinctual
not that much
combo. Like
Heroes
once you have like those
even
skills,
more.
yeah, that's what I mean though. Like 6,000 fragments is a lot still for a lot of people that are just starting out. So like, I don't think DB. I think DB is not as frag efficient as Shadower, but like in the overall scheme of things, I still don't think it's that frag efficient either.
Okay.
Like because like even if you take out Haunted Edge, it's like all those like Blade Tempest, Blade Tornado, Blades of Destiny, Asura, Phantom Blow, all of them are giga important.
But so are all the other Shad skills too. SSF, Sonic Blow, Trick Blade, 2 Masteries. They're all giga important too. I think DB is harder than Shad. It needs more frags, but I feel like it's not that big of a difference.
It definitely needs more. Yes, I agree.
Okay, would you say that DB's in the easier half? If you split all the classes 50-50, it's in the easier half of frags.
No.
Okay, then that's fine. I'll take it back then. I don't think it's frag efficient then. If that's the case, then I don't think so.
Yeah. Also, I mean, I think that's just because almost all classes just have one like bad V skill, just because of the balance. Because they usually like do like one good V skill and one bad V skill, one good V skill, one bad V skill, like that for every class.
Okay, explain Demon Slayer then.
Okay, I mean, that's literally the counter example. Like Demon Slayer, all 4 V skills are really good, but usually like every single class have like 2 V skills that are really good, and then the counter example to that is the Blaze Wizard. They only have 1 real V skill. But,
yeah.
I mean, Kana as well.
Oh yeah, Kana only has 1 real.
Bro, Nighlord
So
has
mu-
4 good V skills.
Fuck you're talking about?
All right. Anyways, what were we saying the rating was for 260 plus?
I said 8 or 9.
I think it depends on how much we value. Oh, I remember now. I think
8 is fine.
yeah. I think for me to put it at 9, it would depend on what we assume, like people's IAs and like Legion levels are at, because DB really needs for DB to feel like really complete and like a well-oiled machine. You need like a lot of buff duration.
Also, another thing, I think in general, this is not just DB. Like, I think a general rule of thumb is that for you to put any class, any category, on any of these category over 9 or 10, it has to be like straight up like really apparent to people. Like they don't have to like wonder why you put it as 9 or 10.
I agree. So I'll say 8 then.
Yeah, I think 8.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Party bossing? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you have a DB in your party, like, just kick them out, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Just kidding. I wasn't being honest. I was lying. Don't do that.
Dishonest content creator. I always knew it.
I mean, okay, let's talk about what's DB's worst scenario in a boss.
Every single one of them.
I
Okay,
mean, the one thing that
90-second burst. That's like the most awkward shit part about DB, right? Your 90-second burst.
in
I
this
mean,
FD stacking meta, yeah.
No. It's a, first of all, it is a 3-minute class. Just because you have a 3-minute skill, when you press it, it's like almost 40 FD. Like there's rarely classes with 3-minute cooldown. that
Wait,
provides that much damage.
who's disagreeing to that?
Huh?
Who's
No,
disagreeing to that?
He's just saying that you shouldn't be calling DB 90 second. You should be calling
I
it
didn't.
180.
I never said that. I'm just saying your 90-second burst sucks. Like, it's annoying to play. All I'm saying is that's the most frustrating part about DB is the 90-second burst. I'm not saying it's a 90-second burst class. It's a 3-minute burst class through and through.
Okay. Yeah. In this like current meta of like benediction, domain, like all these big 3-minute cooldowns that just give everyone big giga fucking damage. It's like if you look at Blade Tempest as a skill, you can tell that its values were created in mind that, oh, if you were to double everything, it would just end up being like a 3-minute skill, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in a way, you can think about it like, oh, when you're doing your 90-second burst with your Roar and Shadow Walker, you can think of that skill getting half the value because the skill's split in two. You have to use the other half with your weapon jump and your last resort and freaking AB link again, right?
Mm-hmm.
To really get the other half of the value, but then the other half isn't getting as buffed as it could have been if it was just a 3-minute skill, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in the scenarios where like Lucid P3, right, or Kalos, like C Kalos, where you're trying to like reach that threshold where you're one bursting segments, it's like it feels really bad that your 90-second skill is designed the way it is, right?
Yep.
Like when you're trying to reach those burst thresholds. That being said, though, it's like I think honestly the biggest pain point about DB is just doing your off burst. Like your second Blade Tempest just feels really bad to do.
No, you mean mini burst, right? All burst is very easy on this class.
Yeah, the mini burst. The mini burst, you have no bind because it's 90 seconds, and bind resist is 100-second cooldown.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have Genesis to keep yourself safe. Yeah, you don't have Lucid Eerie, you don't have Blade, you don't have Breath of Divinity, right? Like
yeah, you don't have -7.
For the risk to reward is like it's not good enough. Like it doesn't feel good.
Yeah, so that's like worst case scenario, right? And where does that scenario appear in terms of party bossing the most, right?
Like
that's the way we gotta
bossing,
look at it.
You'll feel that way. Like early like Lu will see like early Lu will see Tenny bossing, like it probably won't really matter that much. Like you're still gonna clear. But it sticks out like a sore thumb when you're doing like the Giga endgame bosses.
Yeah, and that's what we're talking about in party bossing, right? So I feel like it's like pretty weighed down because of that.
Usually at that point, you will have enough buff duration so that you can use Final Cut every time you use Blade Tempest. That's why I was talking about how buff duration is really important for Dual Blade. Because once you get that threshold where you can use your Final Cut, because the duration of the skill is 60 seconds, but the cooldown's 90, and then you can reduce the current cooldown of the skill with Sudden Raid, which also has a 30-second cooldown on it, right? So when you have like minimum like 100% buff duration, I think is how much you would need. Then you can use Final Cut every time you want to use Blade Tempest, which will give
not that hard to hit.
It's not.
I think that's easier every day now. Though, like inner ability is easier. Legion level is like giga free right now, and where you have Legion artifact now, like I think 100 buff duration, like you can easily get that on literally any class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have 120 something.
It's easy. You could get over 100 pretty easily. Trait is 10. Inner's 38. That's 48 right there. Legion gives you another like 40 potentially. Mech is another 15. Like that right there is 100.
Wait,
so
Mech's
like
25, is it?
Oh, I thought it was 15.
It's 15 for 200, I think. Or was it?
Oh, so
or was
20,
it? Or was it
okay.
20? Let me check,
it's
man.
20.
Yeah, but you're
Mine-
not gonna have a
because mine's
250 mech. Most people won't have it.
Yeah, most people
Mine's
don't have it.
25, so even at level 200, it's
Yeah, 220.
20 for 200. Okay.
20
Yeah, like it's really not that hard. So, anyways, so what would be the rating for this though? Like, to
I'll
me,
say
it
7.
feels like, yeah, I would say 7 as well. That's what I'm gonna say.
I think it's personal damage in a party would still be better than Shad, but Shad does provide
the smoke screen.
smoke, which is like equalized. I think the damage is that much better in a party setting. That is.
I think 7 makes sense, especially in 6-man meta. I think in 3-man meta, it's probably a lot lower.
Yeah, I agree. It's lower
Like,
in
It's
3
like
man.
probably like 6 in 3-man.
It's not really
in
relevant right
2-man
now though.
In 2-man, I don't know how you would rate it though. The only 2-man we have is like X-Lotus, and like Duky does really good in that.
Wait, do you even party with anyone?
He solos.
I mean, I can solo every week, but my Lin friend comes, and I just have like a 15-minute run. Smile.
Yeah, I bring a friend, but I tell him to red dot. Otherwise, I'll just like rerun.
Okay. Yeah.
Yo, what the hell? This guy just drags
mean-
the poor support along, bro. Look.
Nah, it's fine if my Lin blue dots. It's fine. Lin blue dot and X-Lotus is kind of crazy just to think about. But yeah.
That is crazy. Lynn's
Yeah,
probably really good
basically,
in
like,
that boss, actually.
The biggest like the thing about DB is just like 90-second burst is like it's like your fucking breadwinner, right? Like it just feels
Mm-hmm.
bad. But like the main thing is like people just say that, oh, like this class just doesn't do enough damage. Like for a class of its archetype, which is selfish DPS, no party utility, it's there to only provide damage and nothing but damage. And you compare that to every other class that fits in that category. So there's heroes that basically fit in that category. There's Xenons. There is Nightwalkers, right? Like these are just like pure DPS dealers that provide no utility to the party. They're only there just to dish out the damage. Like it's not really up there. Of
Yeah, it's
all the
not.
other, although all the other classes that fit into the archetype, it's not up there.
Yeah. Now solo.
Solo bossing? Well, I think it's definitely better in terms of solo bossing.
I think it's
I think you said
I'm willing to go 8 or 9.
I
I
think
think
as long as, well, for me, I was gonna say 8. I think it's just 1 point better because you just don't have to deal as much with other people. Like that's a problem with DB is like your
Yeah,
off burst,
and
like it's just
the-
weird. But if you're
the
by
reason I
yourself, it's
say-
whatever.
The reason I say 8 is that the problem you have with party bossing still persists because you're still doing that 90-second burst on your own.
Yeah,
That's
it's
so
just not
annoying.
as bad though. Because at least you have control of where the boss is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That's
was gonna
the
say
only
I think I'm 8 leaning towards 9 because when you think about like Night Lord min cut solos versus like DB min cut solos, it's like DB has way higher potential of being able to pull it off because
Of course.
you just
That's
have
what the
way
enemy
better
class
tools.
has more DPS. Oh, well, that too, yeah.
It's not even like the damage difference between Night Lord and Dual Blade that's separating them. It's just like what you have available to you. Like
Mhm.
min cut Night Lord, like they have to be playing even better. I feel like than what a
Yeah, I
Dual Blade would
agree.
need to do.
That's the
Ceiling
nature
is
of
hi-
every
the
burst class,
floor is
though.
higher. The floor is higher, basically.
Yeah, that's how every burst class is. Because if you mess up one burst, your run's over, right? So it's like, if you mess up a burst on a class that has some DPS in it, like you can make it up with playing better. But if you mess up a burst on Night Lord, it's finished. Like you're done. I'm okay with 8 though.
Yeah.
Learning curve. I mean, I think it's super easy to play.
Also, are we saying 8 or 9 with mirror target in mind or no?
It doesn't work, bro. I'm talking about how it is right now.
Yeah,
No,
but it
yeah, I'm talking about.
We have
yeah, I'm
fans
talking
though,
about,
so it's like
I'm talking about
It's
8
just not gonna
without mirror target in mind. Like
yeah,
that. That still
8,
doesn't.
8 with
it
no
doesn't
mirror
matter.
target. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A little
I mean,
bit.
I don't even know if it would even go up though if you had it. It would depend on the boss that you're doing.
I don't know
right?
if it would
That's
go
what
up a
I'm
whole
saying. Like,
point.
I don't
or
think
like,
that just changes jets.
I don't know if it would go up a whole point, but it definitely Like, I don't know, it'd definitely be
The
feel
thing
better.
is, I would say, I'll say if you're a class that actually is consistent damage, like you have to be like hitting your main attack all like the whole time, otherwise you're giga gimped. Then having mirror target, you'll go like you're gonna go up, like actually go up. But because of the nature of like bot and NATO, I don't think it's that much better.
Yeah.
Even if it worked.
Learning curve. Man, I think it's really easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think everyone's experience on Dual Blade for the first time, if they haven't
Yo,
watched.
but you have to press dark side before you bot NATO though.
That's true. You do have to do that.
Like that's mandatory.
Okay,
Yeah,
anyways.
it's mandatory.
I think everyone's first time experience on Dual Blade, when they use blade tips the first time, they're gonna tap it, and then they're gonna be like, "That's it."
Fist? Oh yeah, obviously yeah. Yeah, probably. It's gonna just like split second come out.
I think it's like a 1.
I mean,
Nah. I don't think it's a 1. I think you're biased. I think it's a 2. Bro, because you have to figure out that sudden raid lowers the cooldown of Final Cut, bro.
I think it was learning curve. If this category is called like mastery, I'm willing to put it higher. But just learning curve, like learn how to start playing this class. I think that's actually straight up 1.
Yeah, like every button you push, you get the idea what it does.
Okay, how are you gonna you're gonna press Final Cut and be like, why is this never up all the time?
Oh, it sucks to suck, dude. That's more about like that's one sentence of reading, dude.
Okay, that one sentence is 1 point, bro. Wait until you have to dark side before bot NATO. Yeah.
All right, origin.
All right, hold on. I think the origin's really cool.
I'll be honest. I wish it was better.
I think it definitely could be better, but I think it's cool though.
I think the animation for the blades is way too janky.
It's like bananas.
They need to draw better swords. Those swords and the way that it does the arm movement is way too.
Oh, it opens like a
PowerPoint.
lotus. Like that's the whole point.
Yeah, no, but I think they should have made it smoother and made a better looking sword.
Sword is pretty long, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
That looks.
I think the
Glue
concept.
his knees with that jump.
I think the concept is cool. I mean, you can always say the execution could have been better, but I think the concept is cool because like after the cutscene ends, you have that you see that fucking like alchemy circle in the background. That is behind you in game as well. And
Yeah,
also
yeah.
you're actually holding the fucking like karma blades themselves. You're holding both of them.
That's why I said they need to draw better blades. These blades look just bad.
Yeah, I think visually it looks. I liked it. I was a pretty big fan. Functionally though, I wish it was
We're
better.
not talking about functionally though.
Yeah, well, we're still talking about Dual Blade, okay? I think for the origins.
Man, why is this section like twice as long as the other two
All
combined?
right, whatever, bro. Like you were just quiet on Night Lord. Like what could?
Yo, this is crazy, bro.
Alright.
Okay,
Bro, you
what
have
are you gonna say functionally?
Wait, what'd you say?
Yo, Roar 5, stop complaining.
Yo, dead
Okay,
ass, bro. You're a
and?
Roar 5, bro.
You're gonna get the full damage off.
Bro, bro just wants to mention he has a Roar 5. Like, that's it. He just wanted to say that. Like, nothing to do with anything.
I think it's annoying that I think Konamines would agree to this too. That your origin is heavily reliant on one other skill that you have to use with it. So
Wait, which skill?
Wait, what? Which one Kana is relying on?
So when you're doing your origin on Kana, you have to use Vanquisher.
Yeah, after the first origin, right? You have to use it, yeah.
It's going to be the fastest and efficient way for you to deal damage and get to 500 mana for the
Mhm.
second explosion, right? For DB, you have to use Blade Tempest to get all of your bombs off.
Wait, do you?
that's just-
what
I
kind of
don't think
origin
that's
do you
that bad,
origin
though.
and immediately flank?
No,
Yeah.
there's 2 parts to Origin. No,
It's kind of troll.
you press Origin, then you use your mana spender. So like you can use Ninetail Fox, you can use Orochi.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but you use that to
Okay,
get like
okay.
immediately like a couple like 250 right away almost, and then you with the rest you can use Mako Shirt.
Okay.
Wait, but what's wrong with that though? Like that just means you have a new burst rotation. That's it. Like when would you ever origin with those skills on cooldown? You wouldn't even use your origin.
I mean, there are situations.
It's restrictive is what I'm saying. I don't like how it's very like specific that you have to use a skill with that skill. Versus like
Okay, but you could say the same thing about like last resort. It's like I don't like that I have to use last resort with Tempest. It's like that's just how it is. You know what I mean? That's just the efficient way to do it. You can say that about anything.
Oh, that's a good point.
There's always something that you have to use before something else.
maybe I'm just wording it poorly, but I wish that it didn't have to have reliance on Tempest to get all the bombs off within Last Resort. Is what I'm saying. Like if you
I
were
see.
to use it that way. Like I'll give you a very specific scenario. Like you're doing Dojo.
Mm-hmm. I
Like,
see.
if you're
Okay,
using-
okay.
you-
Well, in Dojo, it definitely sucks for sure. I could see that.
Yeah. Because in Dojo,
'Cause
it's
you have
very
to
much about,
overburst.
like, how can you split your burst into multiple parts?
Yeah, Dojo, you have to overburst it, which really sucks. Yeah. Okay, I agree with you. Yeah, that definitely sucks. Especially, I think it's okay for certain things that are smaller, but I think something quite as big as an origin definitely sucks.
Yes. I think for a skill at 6-minute cooldown, like it's restrictive. I don't like that. All right, moving on.
Okay. Nightwalker.
10, 10, 10, 1.
Well, is
I
it
don't talk
actually
about
10 across the board though? I mean, it might
Yeah.
actually be straight up. I'm not even
It is.
trolling.
I don't talk about
Like-
this
like
one.
not even, like,
Very
as a
good,
joke.
very good.
I mean, we could just speed run through it. I mean, 200, 260. I mean, your bats do an absurd amount of damage. Dark Omen has an insanely low cooldown, so you have like a billion summons that you could use with it. You have GDS that's just like is this broken ass summon that does more damage than like entire classes. You have a stupid strong burst for no reason, and you have insane DPS also for no reason, just because of the way spears work, how long they last, and they're affected by server lag. What else, bro? You have fucking really good movement with your backstep that also can force you into dark side if you're quinting in the middle of it. So you have really good survivability. You have a bonus door, so you just can't die. The biggest thing for me is, in terms of early game bossing and mobbing, it's so good, right? Like bats hit super hard, so it's like you always one shot. It's super easy, like you just jump around and shadow spark if you're weak, or jump around and quint. And in terms of bossing, like it's also very, very easy to do. Like in all these little baby bosses too. Like even something as minor as like the fact that you could just rapid throw in the middle of the air while Damien's doing balls or something, like for the super early game. Like it could just always hit the boss, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are we okay with the 10?
I'm telling you, this is straight up a 10.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean 260 plus, everything we just described gets better. Like straight up, everything. Like
Yeah.
you have access to Janus training, right? Which makes training like extremely brain dead on this class. Is one of the few classes that the training is like known for being brain dead. That's one. And then in terms of 260 plus bossing, like let's say like C10 or even BM, like I mean you're so good in those bosses too. Like the one thing that I think Nightwalkers would say is like, oh, we don't have an iframe. It's like they only have their burst iframe. But I don't think that really matters that much, to be honest with you, because you have very often dark sight. You have a very good repositioning with GDS. You have a very, very good backstep.
And broken shield.
You have a shield. You have healing as well. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it really matters that you don't have an iframe.
Yeah.
We go with another 10.
Yep.
Yes.
Party bossing. I mean, this fits the DPS slot, right? But it's the highest one, right? In any party
Yeah.
comp, whether it's a small party that requires DPS or a party that requires a lot of burst, it's super, super high damage. So, do we want to give it a 10 or a 9 because it has no support?
It's a 10.
It's a 10 because there's
there's
not many classes that compete against it for its role in the party.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. Yeah.
And like there's guaranteed like minimum 2 damage slot in the party, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's the prime DPS slot, so simple.
Yeah.
I mean, solo bossing is also really good too, right? I mean, what does solo bossing really boil it down to, right? How much damage you can output and how effective you could get that damage out, right? Without dying. And it's good at both. Really good at both. So you have a 13-second class bind too. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah. I think it's another 10. I don't think the learning curve is a 1 though.
it's a 1.
I think it's more like a 2.
What? Okay. What more does it have to do compared to Night Lord?
You have to know that you can swap places with GDS and bring it to you when you need it. And then
Even if you don't do that, though, it's like...
and then upkeep your Shadow Bite and Momentum
Funny
stats.
thing is though, even if you don't do that, you're doing more damage than every single class.
Yeah, probably, but like you still need to do that though. Like you should do that. I think it's a 2, bro. Flash up cancel is like, bro. I remember when I first started Nightwalker.
That's in the line of mastery though. That's not in the line of learning.
No, but hear this out, bro. Like I remember when I first downloaded Nightwalker. When I first started playing Nightwalker, in the fucking Cygnus like HQ or whatever, I get Nightwalker. I'm level 10. I immediately know how to do the flash jump cancel. That's how easy it was to learn. Like
Here's the thing.
within 2 flash jumps, bro.
Learning curve is a measure to the floor of the class, where mastery is the ceiling. I agree. This class has quite a bit high ceiling than those classes with like.
Of
one
course,
learning
yeah.
curve.
We're not talking about
I
ceiling.
still
Yeah.
think the floor of the class, which is what learning curve is trying to measure, is a 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're really arguing between 1 and 2, bro. Like,
Bro, we have to be fair. We literally have to be fair. Fuck.
I'm leaning towards 1.
I say 2.
I can concede for
Bro,
2.
I'll give it a 1 just to piss him off. How about that? I don't give a fuck. You're playing the OP class. Like, shut up, bro. There.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Alright, thoughts on the origin?
I liked it.
I think it's kind of lame, honestly.
I like the Dark Knight theme.
There's a lot of meme potential because it's like you got the fucking bat signal.
Yeah. There
It's
is a lot of
literally
meme
a bad signal,
potential.
though.
There is a lot of meme potential.
It's literally the bat signal though.
I like how he's in the, or she's in the bat. You know what I mean?
She is?
Yeah,
yeah,
look
one
carefully.
frame. There.
Yeah, like she's right in the middle. Yo, Seth, thank you for 2 months, bro. I mean, 5
Yeah.
months, not 2. Thank you, bro. Hi. Every time I see this origin, I think of Suna
That
OCE.
eyes is not the bat side. It's her eyes.
Bro, every time I see
Yeah,
this origin, I think of Suna OCE dying out, bro.
Yeah, when I see like that red screen tear, I'm thinking of fucking Hyperspace
Kane?
Cube, dude.
Oh. Yeah, I don't do that shit. Chills. Yeah, I think
I
it's
think
pretty cool.
I think concept is cool. Execution could be better. Like that fucking
Just like
horizontal
DB,
and
bro.
vertical slice. Like they definitely could have done a way better job. Like, oh, if you wanted to make this concept like bats swarming and then they all fill up to make a bigger bat, like they could have executed that idea a lot better.
The bat version.
Yeah, it's like
It's like
but
Itachi. It's
bats.
like Itachi. Instead of it's bats instead of crows.
They overcooked it on the horizontal part. Yeah, they did. It just looks like a fucking blast.
True. Alright, moving on.
All right, moving on. We're 1, 2, 3, 4. We're this halfway point. Xenon. Chills.
Shows.
Okay, I mean,
Fine,
200,
Bender,
260 on
halfway
Xenon, like, let's be honest here. Like, this is one of the worst ones early game. One of the worst in the whole game. Like, this class is just not an early game class. I don't care what anybody
didn't
says.
enjoy
It's
early
not
game.
an early game class. It's not.
It's like all the problems that Nilo had, this class had it worse.
It does have dice, though.
Okay, so that's like plus 1 point. But any of the bossing issue, early game bossing issue we said about Nilo, this class is worse.
Yeah. Everything is worse about this than Nightlord. Like, honestly, the early game, like, this shit is not it, bro. Like, I'd give it like a 5.
Yeah.
Okay, let me explain a little bit why. Like, not only do you just have a lot of node slots, right? That's getting easier and easier these days, especially with like node slots being easier to get. You get to choose your trios and all that shit. At the end of the day, you still need a lot of node slots, which sucks. So like, as you're leveling, you're just not gonna have a lot of your abilities unlocked. And then the whole bursting thing and then off bursting, it's like, holy shit, like, it's so annoying to play this shit off burst.
Yep.
Yeah, I would give it like a 4 or 5.
Also, this is why you know this is not a thief, because this is only one in this list that needs attack speed plus 1.
Yep. That's how you know it's not a thief, bro. Spot the imposter.
Honestly, like, I don't even know if I would even give it a 4.
Yeah, I just saw that I gave it 3 to 4 in the thing.
Cause like the movement options on this class is fucking
So
awful.
weird. It's so weird. You have to
Oh, you
like
don't have
toggle the
gear?
second one like
Oh, wow,
specifically
I
to
don't
up
have
jump.
gear.
Like you do
This
have double
class
flash
is bad
jump.
early game.
Yeah, it has this. It's oof. Yeah, especially because you don't have all like the foundational gear done either at this point yet, right? Like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
you're in the
Nothing.
process of getting it, which means you don't have a lot of the set effects. And all the set effects, you know what they give you? They give you
Give you all
max
stat.
mana percent. No, not even
Yeah,
that. They give you
and
max
that.
mana percentage.
You're right,
So,
actually,
like,
and that.
You need the mana to have a longer overload or whatever it's called, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's
Yeah.
Also the stars. This class is also very star dependent.
Yes, it is. It's very, very star dependent too.
And flame dependent. Because
Yeah,
of the
this shit's ass. This shit's so ass early game. It might be like the worst in the game.
Yeah. It just doesn't have like, okay, this is how it works. It doesn't like normally when they create a new class and unbalance a new class, right? It's like its progression from the early game to all the way to the end game is like relatively like a steady progression curve. Whereas this one is very, very steep curve where the early game is like really bad. It needs all aspect of the gear nodes and everything to get online for the class to be like up to par with other classes and better.
You know what the progression curve of Xenon is like?
What?
It's like raising a child, bro. Like you compare like
What?
you compare like
It's just whining for years and then grows up all of a sudden.
yeah, exactly. And like think about it this way, like from the fucking womb to the fucking they fucking make it out to the real world, bro. Like you compare that to other like animals that roam this earth, like
That's true.
like,
A tiger comes out day one like ready, bro.
yeah.
Oh yeah, a deer is born to be able to stand.
Yeah. Bro, a Xenon is a human even though it's a robot. Isn't that ironic?
Exactly. Like they just have like the worst early. They can't fend for themselves. Need 24/7 attention.
Bro, humans have the worst early game, bro. Like
Yeah,
straight
but
up.
they have like infinite fucking end game, right? It's like that's like
Yeah, they have
basically-
infinite
that's like Xenon.
potential. Yeah. But Xenon's a robot, so it makes it like that's pretty funny.
Yeah, it is pretty funny.
Bro, Xenon is basically Android 17.
Okay, well, so it's a 3, 2, but 3 because of dice.
Sure.
I think it's 3, but because of dice, it's 4. But I'm good to go with either 3 or 4.
I'll keep it a 3.
All right.
Okay, 260 plus. I mean, it gets way better all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Like way better. You have
I
all
mean,
your node slots. You have your
one-
origin.
One simple thing is that well, okay, so on top of like all your foundational gear and all that stuff, son, and I'm pretty sure at 260 you unlock all of your no slots.
Yeah, you got all the slots.
Yeah, and one other thing is that like the mastery core, like their main attack mastery core makes their mobbing skill way better than before.
Oh yeah, it's like a massive hitbox, and also the delay on the skill is a lot lower too, I think.
Yeah.
Like think about like CLP days on Night Lord, and you're farming a showdown on 2 attack speed, compared to like farming a Night Lord today with just 2 attack speed. Like showdown's so much better now. That's how big of a difference it is for Xenon, I think. When you unlock your mastery core, like it feels a lot better. Like I noticed that immediately because I was watching Mr. Perhapsity train when he was like first like starting up his Xenon in earlier days. Like it was a world of difference. I was like, I saw his buff bar and there was no green pot. I'm like, wait, this is like 2 attack speed farming. Like it just looks so much more smoother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what
Also,
would
you have
give
like
it
Giga
260
summons.
plus?
I think it's like an 8. You have Fountain, you have Soul Janus, you have 2 of like the hologram things you put down. You have resistance soldiers. Like you just have giga coverage of the map. Like even if the resistance soldiers aren't really doing much damage themselves, but they're just constantly proccing your dusk.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, the class becomes like real 260 plus, so I'm okay with that.
Sure.
Yo, Jeff, what's up, bro?
Yeah, we were just talking about you. What the hell? Crazy.
I put
Alright.
8 to 9, but 8 is fine.
All right, party bossing. I mean, it
10.
fills the exact same slot as Nightwalker,
10.
but offers a little more support too, right? So it's got to be 10, right?
Also high burst.
Okay, I have a hot take.
Yo, more
This
drowsy.
one-
Thank you, bro.
This
Go
one
ahead.
might just be a 9.5.
Bro, we can't do 0.5s.
10.
I know. That's why I said this is a hot take. Like it just might be a 9.5.
It's 10.
The one thing that's bad about this class is charging up your laser. If you have a Kana,
pedal.
it's irrelevant. No, it's not even that. Like it's just like you have to charge it for like 18 seconds, don't you? Or something.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so everyone's just waiting on you before you rip your shit.
no, this skills cooldown is 165 or some shit. It's not.
For the-
It's not
for-
3-minute cooldown.
For the first burst.
Oh, okay, for the first. I mean. Okay, yeah, for the first burst.
You just int the first burst. Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, there you go, dude. There you go. You just in the first burst. There you-
Yo, it might be a
solved.
9.5, bro. It might be a 9.5. because of
That's
that.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Relax. It's a 10.
Doesn't the purple square give a buff?
Yes, I think. I don't remember how
No?
what it gave though.
The blue one. Oh, okay, the blue one. Hypogram field. Or some shit like that.
Solo bossing.
I mean, to me, the solo bossing just feels like Night Lord at home.
I think this is 8.
Yeah, I think the solo bossing gets like between party and solo. I think Xeon solo is not that great.
Oh, I think it's
Main-
still fine. It's just not as good as party,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
I think specifically just because your movement options are so shit. I'm fucking watching Jeff
Really?
do.
I
I'm
feel
watching
like-
Jeff do Extreme Lotus, and this guy's running for his life with the most like jank movement available.
I feel like the flying is pretty good.
What flying? You don't do that in solo.
Yeah, you're not
I-
flying solo.
I guess, yeah, I guess not.
You don't do that in solo.
A little bit.
Like you know the Jaguar up jump? That's
Yeah.
Xenon's thing. To
Well,
that's the-
no,
that's
they also have their little like booster
yes,
up jump.
they have like the little fucking like little baby hop like pogo stick bullshit. Yes, they have that as well.
yeah.
But those are your two options for movement, otherwise outside of your double flash jump. And
Yeah,
then your
that's
little
true.
fucking your little fucking Iron Man liftoff.
Okay, bro, like how much do you need? What the fuck? They have like diagonal movement, up jump, flash jump, like what else, bro? Like baby ass fucking complaining class. Fuck. They have
It's
dice,
okay.
bro. Who cares, bro? All right, we going 8.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right, learning curve.
You're,
do we
you're
think?
watching a guide on this
You're
class.
watching a video.
I think you definitely need to. You're definitely gonna watch a guide when you're picking this class up for sure. So that makes it at least a 5. But how much over 5 or at 5?
I think it's just that.
I think it's just 5, yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Because like you have to watch a video to learn like, oh, you have to charge this skill, and like you learn how long it actually takes to charge it, and it's like, you know, you also learn that when you use your origin, it makes your key down skill a summon now.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to like accidentally face it the wrong way when you're bursting.
Beep,
Or
boop,
you-
boop,
you-
beep, boop.
Yeah. But I think it's just like a solid 5.
What do we think of the origin, bro?
I think the
Metal Knight.
origin is funny.
Dude, I think it's sick, bro. It is funny. I think it's funny. I think it's really funny.
Metal Knight.
Metal Knight, yeah. Beep boop, beep boop, beep 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 beep. Turning on the bot. That was his ass. It's funny.
Also,
Locked
when
in meme.
it looks like he got kidnapped.
Yeah, kind of when
look
he's
at
flying
that,
away.
Look at that net. It looks like he got kidnapped.
Yeah, he's like being. He's not like. His hands are like loose.
Yeah. Anyways,
Boop boop beep boop boop. All right, let's move on. Bro, this class fucking sucks.
Alright,
Yo,
I'm
where's
gonna be honest,
where's Firmu, bro?
I'll be honest.
I have
200 to
no
260,
idea.
The training option is like dog shit. Like absolute dog shit.
Yeah, like aren't you like flip flopping between like Pathfinder skill or Cannoneer skill?
The issue is that you have to like spend nodes on those skills to train.
Yeah, you have like multiple trios to use, right? Like depending on which skill you lock into.
Yeah.
Billy's a ghoulies.
It's just ass. 200 to 260. Like actually
Shit's
ass.
ass. Shit's ass.
Yeah, I never did the 200 plus.
You
Like,
have-
I just
you have
threw bond
HS though.
potions on it. Yeah, I don't know. You gotta go find a fucking bishop in the wilderness. You gotta
Bro,
go find a
not that hard to
cannoneer
find.
and
You
a
can't
cannoneer.
even do that. Okay. Like that means like you're losing out on damage though. Like
but you
that's
need
like
HS.
you're down 20 FD while you're training. If you want to use like real HS.
Yeah, you're not gonna have final cut.
Okay, you don't.
No,
bro,
that-
you,
that's-
y'all
that's
act like
fucked
one
up.
shot's the hardest thing in the world. Cross surge.
Oh yeah, cross surge
Yeah.
and the.
Also, it's confused with HS. Final cut, like any force draw mobbing skill you want to use, competes with the final cut, which is 40 FD.
Demon lash.
Yeah, so like you're basically just like Pathfinder at home.
Yeah, realistically, yeah, you're just like fucking worse Pathfinder.
You're just like the fucking Timu Gundam build, bro.
Yeah. Timu Phantom.
Oh, this
I
is
mean,
ass.
all right, so what are we giving it?
2.
Yeah.
2. 260
Bossing is
plus.
ass too.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
not gonna lie, I
Okay.
don't
Okay.
think
Let,
that
let me
is better.
let me explain the early game bossing. The reason why it's not ideal is because the things that make Phantom bossing good don't really fucking matter for the early game bosses because they're all so easy. It's like you don't need these like crazy movement like iframe high DPS uptime on like fucking Damien, bro. Like who cares? Like that shit's in the air and you're waiting for it to come down. Doesn't matter what kind of tricks you're running, bro. Like doesn't matter, bro. So anyways, 260 plus. I mean, you have Janice.
A real mobbing skill now?
Mm-hmm. Their second mastery helped them a lot, right?
Yeah. for mobbing.
Mhm.
Do they use that though?
I think so.
For mobbing still? I don't actually know.
Wait, do they not? I assume
don't-
they do.
I'm not sure. I actually don't know if they're using that or not.
I think
I guess when you have like
I
level
think they
20
should.
Janus or level 10,
I think
doesn't
they
matter.
should. I think they should so that they free up the slots for the steal.
Just for convenience.
Just Janus with arrow platter, keep them in combat.
That's crazy.
That is actually crazy.
Yo, Phantom's so funny, man. All right, so what are we saying? Like a 6?
6 or 7. I'm fine with 7 too. I think this is
Okay,
just a
okay.
regular class after. I think most of the classes are just regular after 260.
Yeah. They're all functional, bro. They can all
Yeah.
breathe. Party bossing. Why would you ever take this?
I mean, what did we give DB? I think this is just the worst DB in a party.
That's saying a lot, bro.
Yo, but like after the FD patch, when you get that fucking FD card for your party, that's big.
Yeah, and when you steal like rage, heroes in like rage.
Spirit Blade.
Oh,
Yeah, Spirit Blade.
He's saying the card draw from
Yeah.
Blackjack.
Yeah, I know. But then you also steal Spirit Blade from heroes, so it's like you have 2 buffs.
True. Yo, did we put DB at 7?
I think so. Yeah.
I think
This
it's
is
just 6.
It's just worse. Solo bossing? Oh, this is something that it's actually good in.
Yes.
I think solo bossing I can give it an 8.
Yeah, this is something that's actually good in because you can just do you could do everything on your own. You don't need to like wait for anyone to do anything. You don't have to care about giving people party support or anything.
Yeah,
And you have insane survivability and uptime.
Yeah, the min cut solos on Phantom go crazy.
Bro, some of the
Yeah.
best min cut solos on this game were from Phantom, straight up.
Yeah.
Like they have insane
Phantom
uptime.
pride
So
themselves to sleep every night.
I think it's like an
That's
8.
crazy. Yeah, I think it's an 8 as well.
Learning curve. I think you definitely have to watch a guide or join the Phantom Discord for this class. Without a
this
doubt.
class. I think this class has a lot of cooldowns to manage. Like
Bro, just
short
off the bat, you
cooldown-
need to know what skills to steal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
skills to steal, where to find people.
Yeah, bro. You're forced to talk to people. You have to.
It's also the cooldown management on this class is also a combination of short cooldown and long cooldown because they have 2 short cooldown. Okay, 2 short cooldown V skills, and also like the card tornado, card tempest, whatever the fuck that skill is called.
Joker.
No,
And-
it's called Tempest.
Okay, the tempest.
Oh, that's the
so
spinning
those are
one.
short cooldowns that managed, and then long cooldowns are like when to use like I don't know AB Link and like shit like fucking your what's that skill called?
What?
Torades.
Mark of the Phantom? Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Torades, and then like Sacro and like the two hyper skill that they will steal that you swap between.
Mm-hmm. No, there's a
This is-
lot.
this
There's
is
a
a
lot
lot.
of things to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this class interacts with the fucking UI like no other class in this game, dude.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Like you're fucking playing menu story when you're playing Phantom, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, time to swap to my fucking like concentration
Well,
or
this
whatever.
class had class presets before class presets were a thing.
True. Oh. Yeah. Okay.
What are we saying? Like a 9?
Oh, I put it as 8. 9 works though.
I'm okay with either or.
All right.
I think you can make an argument for both. Like, I don't know. You don't have enough keyboard space. You really have enough. Like, you're on a trackpad. Good luck, bro.
You want a trackpad on Phantom? It's over, bro. It's actually over. What do we think of the Origin? I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
Have you
I
guys
think
watched? Have you guys watched Card Captor Sakura?
Yes.
Is that shit?
Yes.
Is that a W reference, guys? Does Phil know what he's talking about?
Bro, I know what I'm talking about.
He said W reference, okay. Yes? Okay. Guys, if you reach this part in the video and you know the reference that Phil is talking about, type banana in the comments, okay? So I know that. Yep, W engagement bait.
Okay, whoever typed 1 in chat had literally bad behavior.
Alright, let's
Anyways.
move on. Oh, we're almost done. We have 3 more. And we're only like an hour and a half in. It's not bad.
Nice.
Alright, Cadena.
I'm joking, San. 916.
Yeah, San 916, bro. Bro, he dropped the full government, bro. San 916 underscore.
Oh, I missed the underscore. My bad.
I think if you have 3 underscores in your name, you're a fucking idiot.
That's
said
not a
it.
Chinese cartoon. That's anime. Anyways,
Alright, anyways, 200,
200,
260 on
260?
Cadena. I think it sucks, bro.
I
think this
don't
is
know.
one of those. I think it's
didn't
one of
think it
those
was too
classes
bad.
that just. Nah, I think it sucks. Like, I don't think it's like
Oh.
too sucks, but like it's just not. It's just let's just say it's way better when you're higher level, like way
Nah,
better.
I don't think it was that bad. I remember like when I was leveling my Cadena, I was like, damn, that shit goes crazy at Wild Boars.
What level's your Cadena, bro? We're not talking about 200 below. That's what I thought, bro.
oh, okay.
Oh, we're talking about 200, 260.
Yeah. I know.
I think next time when we do this analysis, I'll have much better opinions on this class because that's what I'm training next. I finished all my other 250. My 2 remaining 250 I need is
Are the luck blocks?
Is,
That's it.
yeah.
What the fuck?
last
This guy's
one I
getting all
need is
250
the
luck
fuck.
blocks.
The last 2 I need is Cadena and Hoyoung. And I actually know how to play Hoyoung. I just don't. Yeah, I just haven't played
Bro,
Cadena
that's
myself.
crazy, bro. This guy's all 250 luck blocks too, and all the other ones. This guy's a herb, bro. The fuck?
Anyways,
This guy's married
I
too,
didn't
by
think
the
it
way.
was too bad though. Two. Is it that bad? 200 to 260?
No, because like your little like fucking, I don't know what it's
The
called. but,
Beyblade?
like-
The Maelstrom?
No. Yeah, Maelstrom. That's 0 cooldown. Isn't that 100% uptime? or
Yeah,
something?
yeah. It's a really,
Yeah.
really nice summon, yeah. I just think in terms of bossing is annoying early game. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm not talking about the training necessarily.
Oh.
Oh.
I think the bossing is really annoying when you're really, really early and you don't know what the fuck you're doing. I think it's annoying.
Hmm.
I don't
Phil,
know.
why do you have a double prime 1 droid heart? Wait, what? You guys found him?
I mean, you're probably like, I feel like if you're playing Cadena, after you get 200, you're probably watching a video on how to play this class.
I guess. Yeah, I guess.
Cause like, do you get like what new V skills do you get? You have like the cannon that you can shoot. You have the
Yep.
Maelstrom.
Yep.
What other V skill do you get?
You have the map
background?
changer background skill.
Yeah, but like that's
Mhm.
not like, something you have to like really. That one's kind of like self-explanatory when you.
I think
use
you
it.
get the muscle memory passive proc, like the bonus, like just whenever you proc it, like the chains like explode, or whatever. It's just like bonus DPS, passive.
What do we put for Kane? Because I feel like Cadena and Kane are kind of similar and like they have skills
I
that-
think I think training they're similar, but I think Cadena's Kane's bossing is much easier and easier to execute and better rewards.
Bro, did you just say Dena? Oh
No.
my fucking god, bro. No, bro in chat said Dena. Like just Dena, bro.
oh
Is that the
No
same person that
fucking
said
way,
Yado?
bro. Bro, that's the same as saying Yato, bro. I'm actually triggered now. Dena. Ka is a 6-minute class. Dena and Yato. Oh, alright, whatever. The whole point that I'm trying to make is I think when you're very early game on this class and you don't know what the fuck you're doing, using the skills while bossing is a little weird because some of them displace you and you don't know exactly how they work. And that's it. That's all I'm saying. And I think it makes it a little weird as a new player going into this game. So that's why I don't think it's that good early game. But as you get more used to it, it gets obviously way better. I mean, FD stacks are really easy to maintain. You just press all your skills. But yeah, I mean, you wouldn't know that early game, I guess. Or you wouldn't know that too... Or you would know that, but I think it wouldn't be too obvious.
All right, so like, what are you feeling? Like a 6 right now?
Like a 5. Or a 6. Yeah, 6 is okay. Just like
I
a
mean,
little...
Yeah, 5 or 6 both fine.
Okay, let's run
Okay.
6. Alright, 260 plus. I mean, I think it just gets way better 260 plus. I've seen some really brain dead trading rotations on this class.
Yes.
Where you literally just portal farm and place Maelstrom like every time you fucking portal or whatever. Like I've seen some really, really brain dead training rotations. So I think 260 plus training is like pretty good. Obviously with Janice, like everything's good. And then 260 plus, like you actually know how to play the class better. You get a cooldown hat, CD skip. Like it becomes way better. More like your damage increases a lot, so. It has a nuke origin too. Like the origin's super strong. So I think it's like an 8.
Yeah, if we're assuming like you actually know how to play your class at this point, I think 8 makes sense. Training
Okay.
gets a lot better. Soul Janus makes things even easier. For
And that's how you
bossing,
know how to play the class, so the bossing will be smoothing up.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay. Party bossing. I mean, this fills the role of a selfish DPS, right? Its
Yes.
best case scenario is like big 6-minute bursts. Its 3-minute burst is fine as well. To me, it feels like the same as Shad, but without the smoke. That's the way it feels like in my head.
I think
Except with a better origin. So like, that's
I think
the way
the
I look
burst
at
in
it.
general is just good though on the class.
Yeah, it is. It is. It has a good burst. But even the off burst is fine too. So to me, like it
Yeah.
just, it feels like gives party IED. That's true, but like I don't think that's too important because you have so many ID debuffs anyways.
Do
So
we think this can be 8 if DB is 7?
no, I think
it's
this
better
is.
than DB.
I'm debating 8 or 9. That's what I'm doing. Like I think 8's the bare minimum for me.
I think I'm fine with 8. I don't know about 9. 8 I'm fine with.
Okay. Tommy?
We're choosing between 8 or 9.
Yeah, or whatever.
Or
you
any
think of.
number you think. We agree this is better than 7, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think it's quite 9, just because yeah.
Cadena has Kana passive 10 FD in party. The fuck? Actually, to be honest, I don't think I could go 9 either, just because I feel like to get 9 or 10, you have to offer some pretty good support, in my opinion.
Or just a fuck ton of damage.
Or yeah, or like an absurd amount of damage. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I
8's
think
really
8's
good, though.
fine.
8's
Yeah.
fine, yeah.
Like if a Cadena joins your party, you definitely want them in your party for sure. Like they more than good DPS slot.
I mean solo's
Yeah.
a 9.
I mean, solo bossing is really good too. Yeah. Yeah. I'm okay with 9 for solo bossing just because support doesn't really matter as much, and then everything else just comes down to like damage and how well you can get off that damage. Survivability on the class got a lot better too, so I'm okay with 9.
I think Cadena's damage is like the raw damage is high, and also the uptime is potentially also very high as long as you know how to play the class properly.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Oh no, you don't. Sorry, that was a Cadena voice line.
Yeah, I played games with sound off.
Man, I hate the fact that this is like unrelated, by the way, but I hate the fact that cash up is just split. By the way, there's so many classes in this game that I would actually just want to play to a high level.
That's
Why
true.
don't? Because
Money.
of cash
People
up.
need to save us.
Dude, they need to change that shit. I believe that they could change that straight up.
I believe too.
Alright.
At least if they're not gonna make like cash up universal, at least make my pets universal.
True. I think if you have MVP red, you should have backpad on all your characters that you could claim in the box. I'm dead ass.
Yo, W idea. But make
I'm
it that
serious.
but make it so it can learn auto feed though.
Yeah, it has all the buffs.
But anyways,
A-
learn curve?
MVP red suffer on this game. Okay, learning curve. I mean, you're definitely watching a guide, that's for sure. You're joining the Cadena Discord, you're watching a guide, you're learning how to combo, like all that shit. You need to learn all that shit. So it's bare minimum 5 just because of that. But I think it's even harder than that because you're like a last resort class too. Also, your burst, like you gotta be pressing your buttons properly, bro. It's not like a 1, 2, 3 burst. I'm okay with like 7, 8.
Honestly, I'm not even sure where I would begin.
One of the Cadena guides has a metronome to press the combo at the right rhythm. It's so sweaty. The fuck? A metronome? What is this, Pokemon? Who knows what metronome does in Pokemon? Pop quiz.
Doesn't it just like use a random ass skill?
It does, yeah. Good job, bro.
Okay, what's the learning
Self-destruct. I think it's at least a 7 or 8.
Yeah, I think it's not as hard as Phantom to learn though. So
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
So
this
then,
game
like,
is, or not this game. This class is just kind of like you have like a flow chart. Like if these skills reset, you use them. If not, then you have like a general like combo that you use. And then
Yeah.
there's some on the fly combo that you do if like some like 2 random skills that you don't normally use together are up. Yeah, I think 7 or 8 is fine because like this class, while it is a combo class, what makes it harder is the fact that it also moves you a set distance, and there's some cancellation. There's animations that you can do as well. So it's like, I don't know, if you get a roar, like you actually have to be pretty clean at your combo, else you might just kick yourself out of it.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. 7? 8?
7 is fine, I think.
Yeah, that's fine.
This is one of the origins that the file was too big. So I had to get a shrunken version of it so I can't zoom in. That's the actual
To be honest-
size.
To be honest, I like this one. I don't know what the fuck is going on in this origin, to be honest.
Bro, she's just going crazy. Like, she's just whipping that thing. Like,
I like two Beyblades are like,
yeah, like literally like 2 Beyblades. Like, she's just going crazy with them. Or maybe 3, actually. I think there's 3.
Why do the chains explode?
I mean,
Because
it's
the Beyblades explode. They explode, like her skills explode. Everything explodes, actually. She has a lot of shit that just explodes straight up. She has like the landmines, like the shotgun, the Beyblade, like shit just explodes, bro. I don't know. The shit all detonates. POV, your
Yeah.
mom found your report card. What?
dude tying me up. Okay,
Yo, can you be
That's-
saying that out loud, dude?
that's good to know, my friend.
Dude, my report cards are always good though.
Wait, do you actually show your parents your report cards?
Bro, my parents like
I don't think you had a
What-
choice.
bro, they would like go to the
No, you have a
ends of
choice.
No, dude, they would go to the ends of the earth to see the report card. I would always show them, but my older siblings, like, sometimes when I show them, they would go to the school and ask for copies and shit. Like, they were on top of our school and shit all the time.
No, I'd be like, on those days where report cards supposed to come in, I'd be going to the mailbox like hella fucking frequently.
Oh, what are you afraid of? You got good grades though.
I don't know, like
Did your report cards have a percentage or just the letter?
just the letter.
Yeah, ours just had the letter too.
Oh
So
no
what
no
are
no!
you
It has
afraid of?
percentage. It has mine has the percentage.
Okay, percentage is pretty scary.
Yeah, because they like even that's why like even if they say 97, 98, they get pissed.
It's not 100. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I
if
was
you worked
lucky
a little
I didn't
harder.
have
You know, like-
percentages.
Yeah, if you worked a little hard, you could have got 100. Why didn't you do it, dude?
Yeah, okay, 97%. I'm only gonna love you 97%. How about that? That's what they would say. It was so funny,
Yo, that's
bro.
hot.
It was so funny. They used to say that shit to me, bro.
Dude, keep that in the video.
Yeah, I'm not cutting any of this shit out. Guys, if you make it to this part of the video, tell us a little story about you getting your grades in school, your parents looking at your grades. Leave a comment. Also type Finkelmere, I'm better than Finkelmere at Hoyoung. Type that too in the comments. Alright, let's move on. Ah, my favorite class in the whole game, besides Lara.
Is this class
Chills.
getting giga buffed
It's
next?
getting giga buffed, bro. The best timeline.
Nice.
All right, anyways, 200 to 260. I think it's really good, actually. The way that I look at it. Okay, well, let's break it down. Training and bossing. I think the training is really good. 200 to 260. It's so easy to train in this class. You just dash around. Like, it's like really brain dead. And you have a lot of like skills that you could rotate that just hit like a huge chunk of the map. But in terms of bossing, I guess because you don't have a cooldown hat, you might not have cooldown skip inner properly. It doesn't feel as complete. So if I were to give it a ranking, I'd give it like a 7.
I had it at lower because I personally didn't like training it to 250.
I see. I like training it, never mind.
But yeah, 7's fine.
I think 7's fine.
Okay. Okay, 260 plus. So there's a couple things that I don't know. Like I feel like Khali mates might not agree with me, but I think the fact that its chakras aren't boosted yet is definitely holding it back. It is getting a big buff, right? But the chakras are a big part of their damage, like the little dots that fly around. It's not boosted yet from Hexa, so it's cucking it. The other thing is like Khali's origin is like this mega nuke, but it just got like giga nerfed. So like
I don't know why they did that.
it's like FP's origin. It's just like a whatever origin now. Whatever origin nuke. Like, who cares? So, you know what I mean?
I don't know
But
why
like,
they
the
did that,
origin
by
was like the one thing. That was like the one thing that made the class like, oh, this class is like really good. But now it's like, it's just whatever. You know what I mean? Its 3-minute burst isn't like Giga OP2. It has pretty good off burst though. Like when you have CD hat and skip. And your Hexa is up a little. Like, it has pretty good consistent damage. So I feel like... And then training is not a problem at all. It's really easy to train. Especially with Janice. Yeah. That's true, actually, yeah. The damage got redistributed from the origin to elsewhere. That's why I'm saying, like, the off burst is still really good. But its burst is just like, whatever now. Because the origin. So I feel like because it has like decent damage and is good at training, like it's by default at least a 7, probably 8 for 260 plus. I'd go with 8. What else was an 8? Come on. Cadena, Xenon, DB, Night Lord. I mean, I feel like it's at least the same as the other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so as well. Yeah, I was afraid you guys wanted to lower, but I think A is fair.
Okay. Party bossing, I mean, it fills the selfish DPS slot, but I don't think it fills in that slot pretty good or well enough, right? In terms of like what's the end game party bossing right now? Xenon, X-Lot, Kaling, Kalos, like
I think it's hard to say.
It's an okay fit.
I wouldn't be
It's not-
surprised if
Not very good.
Khali has
I
the
would
same
give it a
performance
7.
as. I wouldn't be surprised if she has the same performance as Cadena in a party.
yeah. If that's the case, then she gets an 8 as well though.
It's just I think the reason why it's hard to say is because we just don't
No, his
really see
Origin's
much
better,
Khali's.
But the regular 3-minute burst sucks though.
I don't even know which has a better burst. Like if we're not comparing Origins, like just 3 minutes, like
I think Cadena does, but I think Khali has better off burst though.
Oh yeah. Regular 3-minute burst Cadena's better. Like
Mm-hmm.
I think quite a bit better too. Considerably better, not quite a bit.
what do we put DB at? Do we think Khali's similar or
7.
better?
I think it's similar. I think it's just
I initially said 7 for this in a party.
Okay.
Because like it
Yeah, I
fills
just-
up the selfish DPS slot, but it's just like it just doesn't do it as well as other classes. So I would say 7, basically.
Yeah, I'm just not sure because like I don't really see Khali content like that. Like I don't know what they're doing in these bosses or how
I mean,
well they're doing.
Yeah. I mean, I think the solo bossing is just +1, right? It's just like naturally gonna be better in solo than party, because the thing about Khali Burst is Khali Burst. I don't want to say it's long, but it's like 30 seconds long. You know what I mean? So it's like it's not like a hyper roar optimized burst. That makes sense.
I think they need to condense the fucking void burst.
They should. They should condense the dots and shit to like 15 seconds long or something. That way they all come out and then you're good.
Because like the cutscene thing that you do, like that eats up so much of your time. Because if you get like good RNG and you're just CD skipping a lot, like you would just wish that you were like you were just using those skills instead of doing the cutscene, where you're just not using any of those skills, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think like if they condense that cutscene so that you can just keep comboing more, like that would be a lot better.
The void burst cutscene isn't too long, to be fair, but yeah, I mean it'd be cooler if everything was just faster. I think it'd be pretty cool. It'd be really, really good for the class.
yeah.
Like just because that's how it is for Arc, right? When like before their cutscene thing was
Dude, Abyss of
giga
Recall
long.
used to be like 10 seconds long, bro.
Yeah, but now it's like super short, and you can just keep. Can't you just keep attacking during it now or something? Or am I
Yeah,
missing
no,
something?
no. Well, you could close it instantly, basically. You just like open, close it, and then you just go back to attacking.
Do you still get the full iframe or what?
I don't think so. But I don't think
I
it
see.
matters though.
Yeah, I don't think you get a full iframe if you do that.
Okay.
I think solo bossing is an 8. It's just +1. Just because it has the consistent damage. It can get off its damage really easily, really safely. It has enough burst. Like it's just solid solo bosser. Nothing bad about it.
I think it's
learning-
very.
Oh, go ahead.
I think it's very interesting that they designed Death Blossom to be a 90-second cooldown skill.
Yeah, it's so weird actually, to be honest with you, because even that off cooldown, it's kind of the same as Tempest, where it's a little. It's actually no, it's not as bad as Tempest, but it's a little awkward to use because like if boss is moving around and the dots aren't where they need to be, it's just a little weird.
It's interesting because it's like, do Kali's even like ring swap like that?
Yo, I don't even think they would ring swap now. I doubt it.
Because like, what are the Khali chakrams like? What's the attack like? Is weapon jump bad on that class? I don't even know.
I don't remember how much attack it has. Let me look it up.
I imagine in solo you're using continuous, right? And then in party play you're obviously using roar, right?
To me, this seems like a continuous class.
The Genesis has 318 attack base. How much does your weapon have?
I'm not on my TV right now.
Bro, I'm
I
not
think
on
it's the
my
same as
shit either.
TV. I'm pretty sure it's the same as TV.
Okay,
Yeah,
then
that's-
that's fine. 218. That means its tier 6 would be like. How much is your tier 6?
My tier 7's 196.
What's the tier 6 though? 136 or something? I don't know. Actually, no, that's the katana.
152? Is that right?
Bro, I don't fucking know.
I don't remember, dude.
Okay, it doesn't seem bad though. Like 318 base attack. That means tier 6 is about half, which is probably like 150 something. 157. Okay, that's the same as the katana. Well, katana's 157. All right, whatever, bro. All right, learning curve. I mean, you definitely need to learn this. There's a lot to learn. There's a lot to
I
learn
agree.
on this class. There's a lot of
I agree.
animation cancels. There's a lot of combos. You need to learn what procs your shit, what doesn't proc your shit, how to move around, how to control your dashes, all that stuff. There's a lot to learn.
I think this is one of the more annoying combo classes to play because
True.
jump canceling your dash is fucking inconsistent for me.
Mm-hmm.
I think is that a pin div?
I don't know if it's a ping diff or not, but I have exit lag as well, so
This guy's using third-party programs.
yeah. Okay. I'm using a third-party program to talk to you right now. And what?
Dude, he's using third-party programs. He just admitted it. We have to do this over in-game chat only.
Dude, imagine Maple like proximity chat. You used to drive by like
Bro, I'd be talking shit to the person whapping my map for 2 hours straight. The entire whap, I'd be talking shit. Not a single second of downtime.
you look at the WSC, damn, you live like this, bro?
Yeah. I'd just be laughing the entire time, bro. I'd purposely go find like Wapt or something and go train with him and just laugh the entire time for 2 hours straight. Oops, you missed one. Yo.
Nah, the time we needed proximity chat the most was when we had like non-instance runes, bro.
I agree, bro. Oh my god, bro. Bro, if you got to this part in the video, type a comment on what you would say in proximity chat in Maplestory.
Alright,
Alright,
but
anyways.
learning curve, I think it's like higher than Cadena.
I think it's
We
higher
have
than
Cadena at
Cadena.
7.
I'd put it
I
at
think it's
8
an 8.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Origin, I think it's lame as fuck.
Dude, you know what's the thing? Like, with Khali's origin, is I think the first, like, 2 seconds where you see her are so cool. And then it's just, like, the worst thing ever after that. I think Khali's one of the best designed characters in the whole game. Like, her character design. So seeing her makes me happy. But after that, where it's just the big-ass chakram, like, spinning, just lands behind her, like, what the fuck am I looking at?
Yeah, and then it explodes, like, she's dead.
Holy.
Like, the only thing that this Origin's missing is a live leak fucking label at the top right, dude.
A live leak. Yeah, true. Guys, if you got to this part of the video, type your favorite live leak. Okay, don't actually do that. Don't actually do that. Sivir copycat. No, Khali's cooler than Sivir. Alright, let's continue. Last and definitely not least. Chills.
Hoyoung.
Yo, this class is broken, bro. This is one of... Yo, in my opinion, this is one of the most slept on, broken classes in the whole game. Like, in my opinion. Like, it does everything good. Or everything well. So I actually trained a class 250.
Way too disgusting.
Yeah, yeah. The thing is, though, like, I feel like if you main this class, you get rewarded pretty well. Like, you have a class that could do everything. Like, functionally, like, it could do everything. I trained its 250, and it was really easy, in my experience. So just from a strictly training standpoint, very, very easy. to train because it hits super hard, and you have really good summons. Like the Twister, the round and round circle summon that you place down, super good, super strong. You have the little like ghost porcupine summon, like that shit is super strong. It's super good too. And then you have the you know, butterflies go everywhere, your clones. Like the first job skills hit so hard for no reason while mobbing. I think it's really easy to train. I think for bossing, definitely it takes a few points off just because of how annoying the burst setup is, especially when you're new to the game. Like, the burst setup is frustrating, I feel. It takes too long, especially because it's back-ended too. So, like, that shit sucks. So,
Yeah,
like, if
it's not
I were
easy
to...
to execute.
Yeah, so I'd give it like a 7. Supernova. So I'd give it like a 7 or something, just because of that.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now 260 plus on the other hand it gets a lot better, definitely. Or I don't know if it would go 9, but I'd definitely give it at least an 8. Just because has good Hexa, has a really good origin, you know what I mean? So like, I mean, it just gets better essentially. Like everything that was good about it. What happened? Yeah, clone's not boosted. I mean, everything that was good about it just gets better, right? Like, it just simply does more damage. Its training is super good in Grandest, like super duper good. So, I mean, obviously it just goes up. I don't think it goes to 9 though. Like, I don't think it gets like so exceptionally better that it's a 9.
Yeah.
Now, party
Actually-
bot. Oh, go ahead.
I can't see 9, but you will have to like really be a specialist on this class already. But in like for a more general sense, 8 is fine.
Okay. All right, party bossing. I think it's good and bad in certain things. Like, for example, I think it's good because it has a lot of damage, right? That's one thing. But I think it's bad because it's back-ended. It makes things a little awkward. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's not that back-ended.
It's still back-ended though for optimal burst though. It's not.
That's
It's not.
cool.
It's
You
not
get-
like Hayato back-ended though.
Yeah. It's I think rather than calling it backhanded, it's just longer.
Yeah.
Like your 15 seconds after roar and last resort matters a lot more than like, I mean, basically any of the other 3 classes.
Yeah, I think this class really needs help with condensing. Like, you see, like Dark Knight,
Wait,
Paladin,
but-
DB getting condensed burst. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like I'm not talking about Hoyoung's key down being condensed. I'm talking like they need to compress some of the things so that it just has a better time in party play. Like
Yeah.
you do have to spend time setting up your burst. Like obviously if like I think if you have a Kana, it's like a blessing in disguise for Hoyoungs because like you're waiting for domain anyways, but that gives you time to like set up much more ahead of time.
Yeah. Yeah, not being able to origin 2-1 Callus, like that's also annoying too. Because like as a Hado, it's the same with me. Like my 2-1 origin burst isn't optimal just because of you know, you have to set shit up and stuff like that. But that's a really good point. You're also locked into the location of where you burst because you put your summons down. You know what I mean?
But there's also a lot of classes like that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I'd give it an 8 for party bossing.
I think it's hard to justify any higher than that.
Mhm.
I think there's definitely arguments you can make to make it a 7 as well, just because of like the setup and also it's not a favorable its damage distribution is not favorable in the fact that it is towards the back end of it. Which is why I find it surprising because I think in the news KMS patch for Dark Knight, I know I'm talking about I keep bringing up Dark Knight, but you know the darkness aura. I think they changed it so that it's like it's not as back-ended anymore.
Let me check on that.
And the reason why is because I think I was watching Kobe solo X Lotus, and because they changed Darkness Aura, like he can pop it much earlier, and then
Mm-hmm.
he wasn't used to the fact that his Darkness Aura was still proccing because he was trying to ring swap. He couldn't ring swap because his Darkness Aura kept proccing him in
That's
combat.
funny.
So I think, because before you would just like Giga cast up over everything else, I think. But Hoyoung definitely needs like, I think, Hoyoung players would definitely appreciate it if like their setup didn't take so long.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
But yeah, I can see the case for 7 or 8.
Okay, I'm gonna run with 8. I mean, solo busing just gets a lot better, right? Because literally the exact thing we were talking about that makes it bad doesn't really matter anymore, right? Because you're in solo busing. So for me, I would give it a 9. Super good movement. One of the best iframes in the whole game. Very good, very easy to get all the damage off of it. And you don't have to care about back-ended bursts. It's your burst.
Yeah, I think playing on your own pace versus like trying to fit into party's pace is definitely a big up for this class. Rather like having to play into the party tempo is a minus on this class rather. I would say.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know about putting it at 9 though. Actually, maybe it is.
Yeah, I think the one thing that I find the most annoying about Hoyoung, your main attack skill keeps your ass grounded. You can't jump attack with that shit. Which I think
mean,
is super annoying.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, I guess. I don't think
Like
it's
for a
that
thief
important,
class, like which other thief class is like that, where you can't jump attack?
though. This one.
But you're also okay. It's Hurricane though. You can walk through boss on Hoyoung. Like if you want to do something similar, you have to do the arrow key to like dash forward, right?
Yeah.
Which is in it doesn't. It's not as
Hoyoung
nice.
trending phantom.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
think being grounded for attack is definitely not the best thing, but you do have tools around that because you can fly and all that stuff.
Bro, you have your other attacks though. You don't have to use Earth Shattering Wave.
I just think it's awkward. Like your movement on Hoyoung is very free up until you're spamming your fucking ground wave thing.
Yeah, but I think at this point we're being very picky about the class's downside at this point.
Oh no, I just brought it up because I don't know.
I think it's
Let's-
important to bring up. To be honest, I think that's an important thing to bring up. So, I
Mm.
appreciate that.
That's like
I'm,
one of the-
I'm still staying on 9 though for me.
Like okay, what do we put Shadower at? You think this class has a better solo experience than Shadower?
Well, Shad has 9, right? Shad's a really, really good solo experience, right? I think
Oh, we're Shad at
Hoyoung.
9, I see.
I think Hoyoung's close to Shad in terms of solo. I think it's a better burst experience, right, than Shad. Shad has a better off burst though. So to me, they're about the same for solo busing, all in all, holistically on the whole game. Hoyoung soloed X-Lot before Shad. Hoyoung forward tier super low? Really? That's crazy. What the fuck? Maybe this class is shit.
I'm leaning towards 8. I think 9
Okay,
is.
okay. I'll
Yeah,
fold.
I
I'll
wasn't
fold.
saying 9 either.
I'll fold. I'll go to 8. That's fine. Learning curve. I mean, this is definitely one of those classes that you have to watch a guide or join the Hoyoung Discord. You're gonna have to like talk to someone. For sure. For sure. I think a new player playing this game might just see your skills and press it and be like, why didn't that do anything, without realizing you need either the dot or the curve gauge, one or the other. $30 FD below Xenon is pretty funny. You can get for solo, but it's full rotation rate lacking. It got like more than 12 FD or something recently. Yeah. You know what's very interesting? This is a bit of a different point, but because we're making these without factoring in Korea, because we started this before the KMST to be consistent. It's going to be very interesting if we even get those KMS updates because of the Inkwell note. It's possible that we even get our own fucking balance, so... I wonder what these will look like in the future. Hoyoung Discord had a Dawn Warrior come in and start yelling because the burst setup kept killing him in Dark now. Okay, to be honest, like, you know, I played Hoyoung too, and the burst setup is, like, something you have to learn, but, like, it's not that bad. Like, you literally just have make sure your buffs are good, debuff it, but make sure your summons are down, and then fucking go. Like, you know what I mean? It's not that bad. Like, you just have to know which skills to press. And you have your stupid tonic to make it, like, way easier anyways. Like, it's crazy. If they no balls the Benny nerf, it's fucking over. Oh. The potential for Maplestory is insane right now because that Inkwell note. It's actually insane. Oh, you know what's another thing about the Earth Shattering Wave in midair? You spam Cudgel a lot on this class, by the way. Like, it's not like you're just using Earth Shattering Wave.
Oh, that's a good point. Usually I see a movement happen when they're using the cudgel.
Yeah. Like, if they're moving around, they're cudgeling as they're moving around too. Like, they're making sure they're making their damage, like, they're getting as much damage as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, let's figure out the learning curve. This is the last one. And then Phil can get dinner.
It's like 6.
I think it's higher. I think it's 7.
I think because this is a gauge class and it's like I would say this is like the most frightening gauge class at first glance, or maybe this is one of the more complicated gauge class. Like, because this is a real gauge class, right? That's like multiple parts to its gauge, plus like you have a lot of skills. Like, automatically you're reading a guide, and even after reading a guide, it probably takes a long time to even just like understand your skills.
Mm-hmm. Bro, one of your V skills that makes the cudgel like have like a cooldown reset. Bro, like, you don't understand how that shit works if you just press it. You're gonna press it and nothing happens. You press cudgel and you're like, sometimes it resets. Like, why didn't it always reset? Like, it's weird, right? Bro, you're gonna press Wrath of Gods and not press it again. It's just gonna be like stomping and shit, and then you're not gonna get the like the ending part. I think it's a 7 for sure.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay. Alright, what do we think of the origin? There's 2 parts to it. Bro, I think this is a scary ass origin, bro. Chills.
Which one's part 1 again? I don't remember.
This is the part 1 when you first press it.
Oh, okay. That bite looked like it should have been part 2, but okay.
Chills. And then the second part is just the mountain. Like, what the fuck is happening? Hoyoung is also Wukong, right?
Hoyoung is also what?
Wukong inspired.
No, I'll rather say like Wukong and Hoyoung are like inspired by the same thing.
Okay.
Same, like, I wouldn't even call that religion. It's just like a belief that existed. This thing.
Taoism, okay, or Yaoism. Same mythology. I see.
Yeah.
I think the origin's sick. I think it's short,
I think
but
so
it
too.
looks sick. It's
I-
very
I actually like the
beautifully
part two.
animated.
I actually like
Yeah.
the part 2 better than part 1, especially when you look at it in game, because that part 2 is like it's always in your background, and when you actually finishes it like comes from your background into like it just comes into the front layers of your screen animation.
Yeah, I think it's very beautifully animated, unlike the other Origins where it's just like a bunch of PNGs moving around. This has like some real animation to it.
PowerPoint.
Yeah. All right, do we have all right, let's think about what's the best and the worst, and then we'll count down together. Do we know who the best is?
Wait, go up.
Yeah, I don't know what my best is.
Oh yeah.
For worst, I don't know yet.
Okay, I need you.
I have my best and worst.
Okay,
Okay,
I thought
Thieves.
about it. I think this one's like pretty universal.
Wait, hold on. Let me. I need to pick.
But I think this one's pretty obvious.
Sure.
All right, I'm good.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, and then we say it, okay?
Okay.
All right, for the best, 3, 2, 1, Khali.
Nightwalker.
Okay, Nightwalker.
Yeah.
It's not Khali. Yeah, I mean, do I even have to explain? Like, if we go to Nightwalker, like, this shit's broken as fuck. Simply put, that's it. This shit's broken as fuck. I pray that it gets nerfed to the ground. All right. All right, worst.
I have worst as well.
Do we know who's the worst?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Phantom.
Phantom.
Okay, we're all on the same page. Yeah, sorry, Phantoms. Like, it
Like,
is what it is,
even-
bro. It is what it is.
Even Phantom was a little stronger on the endgame like damage output side. I would still say Phantom just because how
Yeah.
atrocious the early game experience is. It's just not
I agree.
like a. It's just
We're
not
looking at
a
the whole
good
picture. The
class.
whole picture here.
This
Yeah.
class is ancient. It needs a fucking
Yeah.
revamp so badly.
I think its early game is it's even in a more desperate spot than the end game performance, which is also in a very desperate spot.
Yeah, I agree.
like you're just playing menu story.
Bro, Phantom,
Yo,
like,
Maplestory is crazy.
just kill this class already and make a new one, bro. Straight up. At this point, bro.
Yeah, I really think they should just all in on the Cardistry like theme.
No, straight up.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Like,
what-
this
bro,
whole
I've
stealing
I've been
shit needs
saying
to
that,
go. It needs to go.
I've been saying that like 3 years ago. I said like just give up on the skill stealing shit. Just go in on like that twisted fate shit.
This shit, like, just needs to be revamped entirely. I'm sorry. Like, it does. It just does, bro. Run the card
Yeah,
magician
full-on card theme,
trickster
exactly.
theme, bro. Yes,
Yeah,
like,
just
straight
Twisted
up.
Fate. Just full twisted fate.
It does. It literally just does. I'm sorry.
Like, concept wise, yeah, it's pretty cool. You can steal skills. There's like balance wise, awful. Nightmare.
Yep. Bro, like, balancing Phantom is insane. Like, if you think about how hard it is to balance that class, just because of how it steals skills and shit.
Yeah, they had to like set up change skills to be passive so Phantom can steal it. They had to like just straight up disallow Phantom from stealing certain skills, right? Like you can't steal.
I
it's
think
just
the
annoying as
moment.
fuck.
I think the moment when they introduce skills that Phantom cannot steal and like
Mm-hmm.
put safety locks on some of the skills that Phantom can steal, like converting like the 70% final damage from cross search to like 50% passive, 50%, 20% active.
Mhm.
Like the moment they start doing shit like that, you know this class is just it's doomed. And like that concept is just that concept at its core is just broken at that point.
I agree. Yeah, sorry, Phantoms. It's nothing personal. Alright, what do you think is the second best thief besides Nightwalker, though? Like,
Xenon.
bro, it might be Shad, bro. Not even trolling.
Okay, yeah, Xenon early game is still dog shit.
Bro, it might be Shad. Like, the Shad experience as a whole, like, memes aside, like, it's pretty good, I feel. You got the bonus Meso, you have good training, you have really good DPS. Like, I don't know, man. You have good survivability.
Yeah, I think this category is just not the same as the last category we did. Mages, we have like a lot of good options, but Thieves is just like...
It's just clear cut.
Yeah. It's a clear winner.
Alright, I have one last question before we finish this video. What is the best job branch in its entirety, bro?
Mage.
Yeah, it's Mage. Yeah, it's not even fucking close.
Not even close.
The best.
Yo,
if
it's
you
the
were
Mages,
to,
bro.
like, if you were to make a team comp of only warriors, only archers, only mages, only thieves, only pirates, like, nothing even comes close to a full mage party.
Bro, the Mage has the big three, maybe big four at this point. Like, fucking Bishop, Battle Mage, Lara, and Kana. It's got the big four.
That's crazy.
It's got the big four, bro.
Wait, full Archer comp works too if you allow shade in there.
Delete Benny and ask that same question. Does the answer change?
No, it doesn't.
No, I don't think
it
so.
doesn't.
That's the craziest part.
crazy
Is
part. It
I
doesn't
legit
change.
don't think so. I actually don't think so. Like, it's still, they're still the best.
Yeah,
Because they still offer so much support just across the board, the mages in general.
Evan didn't get changed either.
Bro, this class alone is like insane. Kana? Bro, Lin is like a slept-on broken class too. I ain't even gonna lie. This is a slept-on broken class.
Lin's broken. I'm fully aware. Lin's very broken.
This is a slept-on broken
I think
class.
Lin's going to get. Well, as we move towards the DPM meta, Lin's just getting even. The stock's going up. Like the stock's going up like crazy.
Yes, it is. It actually is. Like, this is a slept-on broken class. Bro, also, dude, Lara buffs, bro. Can't wait. Also, Ilium is another slept-on broken class. I ain't even gonna lie. Chills. Samsung phone turning on.
Yeah, Alien would use a Samsung too.
Yeah.
No. I think Kinesis is the one to be using Samsung.
Yeah. No, Kinesis 100% has a Samsung, bro. Kinesis is literally like just Korean boy. Straight up. Like, straight.
Bro's
that's
a Korean
the
high
lore.
schooler.
Yeah. Like, what?
Okay, I'm going to get dinner.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyways, that wraps up everything. Thank you so much, Phil and Tummy, for helping me with this video. Make sure you check out Tummy's channel as well. And everybody say thank you, Phil, in the comments because he helped us a lot. Also, subscribe to Tummy's channel. Bye-bye. Shout out to my members, Blazefire, Shooms, Uju, Shagad, Ravi Espa, Koga, Pabo, Piconir, Jesse B, Dante Victory, Zats, CK, Assassin, Prelman, and Johan. I appreciate you guys so much, and shout out to everyone who made the fan art. Thank you for sending it.